Speaking of live, when we were live at the meeting, the guy talking about the bank money and shit. Of course, now my phone is probably not going to log in for shit.
Oh, somebody's here. Jim ain't got his phone on yet. Betty Swain, she's number one.
This thing's going to be off the floor line. For whatever reason, AT&T's off.
Jason Lundgren, he's number two. Chad Sanders. J-Dub. Michigan Farming. Christy Hogan. Happy Friday. Michelle Sweet, finally caught alive. Excellent. Little John. James Pittman, what's up, old timer? Jeffrey Jordan, holy shit, they're going fast now. Nelly Nelson.
It's finally here.
Oh, he's got it now. I don't have to squint to read this.
Steve 73. They're gonna be slow tonight. That took forever just to get to that.
We got our sign up there. That
No one can see over that.
yes, it's the one with the green tractor, Michael Brash, for when you come on. Not the Kilboda. Kathy M, Jason Bruker, David Moore, less than an acre homestead from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Michigan Farmer, Sunday's my birthday. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Dan Scott, it's my wife's birthday too.
Oh, did you finally remember?
Yep. Stephen Smith, what's up? Florida Joe. Jim is stuck on 37.
Yeah.
And there's 88.
Yeah.
So that means
We're 15 minutes early.
so that means the comments will be coming through slower too, because they've
Yeah.
kind of stopped. Whoa, holy shit, there they go.
Yep. See,
Holy shit, they come in bunches.
Well, look at what I got. I got one tick of 5G. Thanks, AT&T. You're stellar.
Lee Harris, what's up?
Bam.
Oh, let's see. Stephen Smith, Florida Joe, Randy W. Martino, Brian Cater, PH Hunter from Manitoba.
Manitoba.
Poodle Paddles, what's up? Missouri. Craig Oches, something like that. Dennis Hignite, Big High saying hello from Midland. Tom Hall, Rick Hilliard, Mike Blake. Wee bit early tonight. We've been starting 10, 15 minutes early most of the time.
If you're not 15 minutes early, then you're late.
That's right. Dan Scott, Burlington, Ontario. Betty says, did you hear about the fire at the solar farm up here in Jefferson County? Yep. We got an air quality warning because of it. Yeah.
Great.
Alex Filipiak, what's up?
That didn't even come across my head.
Kevin Schaffner. Oh, fuck, it was on the 5 o'clock news when I was watching it.
Yeah, fucking horse shit.
Reminder, you have unread something later. Experience.
Sure. Yeah. What's my credit score?
J-Dub, the great enabler from the White House to crack house. Yeah. Below me, Camel Toe. What's up?
Yeet.
David Lee Hoteling, Hound of Goshen. Sierra Priest, all right. We're blessed. We got one priest in so far.
We're almost there.
Sparky Wonder Dog. Richard Karpensky. Jeff Blake, 81 million votes. No way in hell. Yeah. Okay, we seem to have, you've come to a stop again, and you still read 37.
Let her reboot. It'll boot up again.
We're at 165, but Jim says 37.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a mass.
Well, this big farming money you got, you need to get the internet out here in the barn.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
Yeah.
I just got rid of that.
I thought all you farmers were millionaires.
I just got rid of that Gigi yesterday. I finally deleted him because of his. When he comes on once every 3 or 4 months, he has to leave a fucking comment that's like a novel, and about how out of touch it was on my video about should I have helped her there, the fucking woman standing there begging for money, and how out of touch us farmers are because we sit on our 1,200 acre plots with our $70,000 pickups and our $1 million tractors and all this stuff.
It just all happens magically.
And we don't ever go to town, so we're never around people, because there's a Walmart at the end of the road down here.
Never lift a finger, right? You just sit around and it all grows magically.
There's a Wegmans at the end of the road too.
There's a fucking cornfield at the end of the road, you tard. Not y'all, but you know.
So I just finally said, you know what? I'm done with people like him. Time for him to go. Well, this is pretty depressing because they're just rolling by and
Yep.
nothing's happening here.
Great. Perfect.
I'm still stuck on Jeff Blake's 81 million votes. No way in hell. And 37 people.
But meanwhile, in the middle of winter in a snowstorm.
And we're up to 202.
With the doors closed, it would work fine.
Yeah.
Nice, beautiful day, hotter than the hubs of hell.
Somebody from Arizona just was in. That would be nice, though. Chad Sanders. Oh, wait, look. Boom, they just flew
Bing.
through.
Zing, zing, ding.
All right, so now I got to back up to whoever.
This could be an ongoing thing tonight, yeah. So just,
Yep.
you know. It's the, well, he has an iPhone too, so it doesn't matter. They're both iPhones, but
But I also have,
I had Verizon once.
Verizon.
They were just as shit. I don't know.
they're way better. There's towers right up the road at the racetrack.
Perfect. Well, what do you got for? Where's your fucking? Oh, it won't show because
Won't show because that's on, but I get full bars. All right, Sparky, we're at you. There we are. Wade 57, Mad Swiss, what's up?
Hey!
Not calling you angry.
Nope. Mad Swiss.
Jude Taylor, Maryland, Midway Farms, what's up?
Michigan farmer liked my photo.
Destiny Ridge Homestead, hey, from Queensland or Australia. Yeah.
Dang.
Brian Berman, Chandler, Arizona. Greg Henderson, NWI. Happy day, Mrs. Grumpy. Must be North Wisconsin. Michigan Farmer says AT&T sucks, Jimmy. Harold Harbison from Kentucky. Scott
We'll get a
Woolley
fucking-
from North Texas.
Give me a T-Mobile.
Get that new one. What's that?
There's a new.
Oh, that actor there. What's the company he?
We need to
Shit.
get fucking.
It's the guy that-
Elon's fucking. We need to get Stargate or whatever the fuck put on top.
Guy
of
married to Blake Lively. What's his name again? I can't think of it. He played the. Not is he Ant-Man? No, he's not Ant-Man. What's that one?
What the hell?
He's one of them Marvel or not Marvel, DC, whatever. Can't think of the guy's name.
He
Scott
came out with a new
Rains.
cell phone service. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, he's got a cell phone service that he's
What the
plugging.
fuck?
So
Don't you know they all bounce off each other's towers? Like,
I
you
know.
Yeah, they should have the
Stephen
same.
Smith, Jack Getman, what's up? Lisa Calvert from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Scott Siebert. How's the weather in upstate?
Fucking hot.
Hot right now.
Melton.
Lossie 73. Hello from Shumway, Illinois. Tim Aldridge from
Illinois.
Indiana. Brian Rochel. Hope you're doing well. Well, we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing. Living the fucking dream.
Dudley Hamilton said he's volunteering to lead any know-it-alls to the tree stand.
Let's fucking go. Way the fuck over there.
Alex Phillip PX says not much, just chilling at Bork's. Borkfest.
Borg, y'all still drinking that Budweiser? Come out.
Sean Riley, Michigan. Gene says glad you're back for another Friday of info.
Yeah, there's some stuff and things to talk about. I reckon.
Lee Harris says Stephen Smith, good evening. Nope, he's not here. Nobody has heard from him yet. Don't know who you're talking about, Lee. Yes, we got a fan going right over there, Mike.
Yeah, that's our biggest fan right there. Yeet.
Yeah. Bob Donison, what's up? The Dick Steele is in the house.
Three dicks.
Jamie Castillo, what's up? Country Bob, twats up, fellas. Fellers. Gene Odom from Tennessee Ridge. Ken from Burning Hot, Arizona.
Arizona hot. Well,
Chad, that would be
it
nice
is
to
the
have
desert.
a fucking Walmart down the road because I don't like going to the cities neither.
Fuck yeah.
If you follow me on Instagram and you see one of my last few Instagram posts with Chelsea there.
How about this? I'd trade every fucking Walmart in the state for more mom and pop stores. How about that?
Well, yeah, as long as there was something.
'Cause every goddamn, I just call it Chinatown. Everything in that fucker's made in China.
Kevin Schaffner says send them to the deer stand, Jimmy.
Way the fuck over there.
DJ Truth says 93 in North Carolina.
My thermometer
Bruce-
said 89 this morning. at
Bruce
like
Williamson from
8:30.
South Carolina. Well, it's still like fucking 85 right now.
Ugh. And then they're calling, what, 74 tomorrow? It's going to feel like it's winter. That's fine.
Wild West says, I didn't do it. Joe Biden came to Maine today. 30-minute stay. He was asked to leave the state of Maine. That would be nice. He ought to be asked to leave everywhere.
Can someone ask him to leave the country and
Yeah.
stay away?
S&S Transport Express from Michigan.
Of course, what will we have left?
All right, Fly, stop fucking with me because
They're
we're
all
gonna
over
have
the goddamn place.
we're gonna have an issue.
Yeah.
Jason Carter, howdy neighbors from the south. Your local neighbor from Hannibal.
Can't Hannibal.
He's from Hannibal. Jason Carter.
Oh,
Jeff
I went to school
Torkelson.
with that father.
Howdy from Kansas. The surface of the sun.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Alex Raleigh. Alex from Hazel Green, Alabama. Alabama.
Ella fucking.
Ed Calvert. I remember working the 12 to 16-hour farm work days. Bill Salisbury. Hey, Grumpy. Hello from Indianapolis. Sherry June. That name sounds new.
Yeah.
Hello, or good evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Betty says, F them batteries. Yep.
Fuck them batteries. Gasoline forever.
Agnes Lorigan says, I'm here. Hi, fellows.
I wrote.
Old Fart Woodworking's in.
Yeet.
Chuck Joy, Leadership Help Desk. He's from Belize. Remember, he's the one we wrote down last month.
Belize, yeah.
From
that's right,
Belize.
Leadership Help Desk. I like that name.
People should haul hay for a while. They'd start appreciating the farmers. Yeah. Mike Blake says it's climate change. They're screwing your phone up.
That's what it's
Still reached 37 people in
Got to be the climate
with
change.
363.
Or
You're
it's-
slacking on the thumbs up, though, folks.
Or it's sexist or something. Who knows?
Yeah, we need the thumbs up because I had somebody message me earlier and said, have you noticed how censored you're getting to be? None of your videos are recommended unless they're from like 2-3 years ago. You're not telling me anything I don't already know.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it showed up on Instagram, but I posted it to Facebook. That photo that said about the Democrats voting the VA shit down.
Yep.
I had more on Instagram in the last probably 20 minutes that showed up on Facebook. I don't think it's even being shown on Facebook. I think I got like 2 likes on Facebook.
Yeah. King of the Dots, they won't stop till we're all connected and arrested.
So,
Lloyd Nace, good evening. Sean Riley, 100% true on Jimmy's shirt there. What's he wearing tonight?
defund politicians.
I agree.
Fuck 'em all. Why
Jerry
do they
Solberg.
get to become millionaires and we're still all the working poor? Weird how that works, right? But
Randy Bennett.
they represent the people.
If you try a glass bottle of Coors, you'll never go back to a metallic tasting can again. I've had the bottles. Cans aren't that bad. I'm just not going to buy bottles for the shop. David Lee Wholetailing, what's up?
Sometimes
AT&T
the guy
does
gets
suck.
rough with his booze.
Ryan Reynolds, that's right, Betty. Ryan Reynolds, that's the guy's name, the actor.
Oh, he's fucking. It's Deadpool, man.
Deadpool, that's what it was.
Ant-Man, fucking Deadpool.
Deadpool. I knew it was one of them
He's
fucking ones.
Canadian. He's not even American. He's Canadian.
What's the name? Do you know that, Betty? What's the name of the cell service or whatever? I can't
Like
think of it.
Canada Now or some weird shit.
Jerry
You sure
Solberg.
that wasn't like some weird spoof that he was doing?
No, Patty
Because I
and
can never
Jerry
take
are
that
in
guy.
from Iowa. I've seen his commercials on TV.
I mean, he's always in. I think that's just Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. He's always that.
Pocono Dave.
Okay.
Mint Mobile, DJ Truth says. Mint Mobile. Is that the name of it? Mint Mobile? Okay.
Might be worth a Google. Sure. There it is.
Cub
again.
Cadet Steve says hello from Greenville, South Carolina. I'm heading back to Vernon Center, New York in the morning.
Sniff
All
and
right.
blow suck.
Jersey Shore, Debbie Dave, Dobie Dave from Jersey Shore.
Joey Z.
Jacquie saying, Hochul and Adams saying this is climate change. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course they are.
Well, you also see Adams. You know, it was the cool and trendy thing to do to call yourself a sanctuary city when shit wasn't hitting the fan.
Yeah.
But when your buddy Biden starts letting the shit come in, so it starts hitting the fan,
All of a sudden.
whoa, all of a sudden, 90,000 people, we can't take it. We need federal help, state help. New York State has spent $1 billion fucking dollars. Let that sink in. $1 billion fucking dollars on illegal aliens. Yeah.
With a fucking B.
You know what they spent on the veterans here in the recent budget? $30 million. An M versus a fucking B. And now it's, oh, we can't take it.
Fuck you.
Yep, we're still at 37 according to Jim. 446 up there.
Sonora, California.
Sonora, California's calling.
Yeah.
You know that's bullshit.
Hard pass.
Frank Merkel, from Brooks, Alberta.
30.
Jim Civitello, cooking today at 95 here in Connecticut. Corn's loving this heat. Yeah, Corn doesn't love 95 as much as what some YouTubers like to say that Corn loves.
Wait. I was trying to. The sun is blazing on that corner right there.
Can y'all see us good enough? It'll move shortly. Either that or I can go shut the one door.
Headed down.
Here, I'll go shut the one door down.
She's
I'll get the sun out of the screen.
Ryan Reynolds, Mary Blake. Okay. 105 in the shade in California.
That place needs to melt anyhow.
104 in Minnesota. Kent, Ohio. Sleepy Creepy is going down. Hell yeah.
Did I take it out?
Yep, good to go now. Alex Flipiak is drinking some Ham's beer. Never heard of it. Fork me now. Good evening, gentlemen. Past Jimmy while he
Fork
was
me now.
turning into the car show. Was in a dump truck or would have said hi.
Jimmy was pulling into the local beer stop to get his beers. I was pulling out the other driveway to get my lottery tickets. So I can win the lotto and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. One day now. Since June 19th, Southwest. New Mexico has had one day not 100. Fuck that.
So we got almost 500 in, so I know there's...
500, hell, I got 37.
Well, we got 490.
At least we're getting a comment.
So I know I've got some locals in, so I'm going to say my piece now on this. That I said in my Instagram post about how there was not a shortage of things to talk about, including local things, because local government sucks just as much as, any other big government does. So the other night we had a legislature meeting, and I'm not going to use names for anything. And I was asked, how my write-in campaign was going. Well, first of all, I've never gone out knocking on people's doors to do a write-in campaign. Okay, I could have had signatures signed and got on the ballot and ran independently because I left the Republican Party after they threw my ass under the bus, along with the Conservative Party. And for those of you new people that might be here tonight, I think it was 56 videos ago. I actually counted it yesterday. 56 or 57 videos ago. The one that I titled, They Called Me a Racist. Yeah, go watch that video and you'll understand all of the context of this. But anyways, I was asked the other night because our Republican Party endorsed one person and the Conservative Party endorsed another, because that's how fucking retarded politics has become, And when you got two people leading the parties, the county parties that apparently can't get along, and
is that a uniparty as well?
So, well, they're all fucking uniparties anymore. So I was asked if I would support one of the two. Now, like I said, I'm not going to say which one. Well, I don't owe either fucking party a fucking thing after what happened in 2020. And for you new people that want to know, I had wrote letters to the editor, to our local rag, about the fucking looting and all the BLM bullshit.
Kind of like a certain song that just came out.
Yes. And I was treated the same way, basically,
Cancel.
I mean, I know how Trump feels in a much smaller, arena is what it amounts to. And no, I'm not comparing myself to Trump. I just know what it feels like to have everybody, including the majority of your party, want to kiss ass to the movement and not cause any waves, even though probably 80 to 90% of the people, not only in our county, but in our country, agreed with what I said about all the fucking burning and looting and beating and killing and all that bullshit in 2020,
Because that the vice president started a GoFundMe page for it.
Yeah, because you haven't seen it lately, have you? So here's what I got to say. If you're not happy with who's on the ballot for the new District 1 here, which is my town, Ira, the neighboring towns of Victory and Sterling, and you'd like to write me in, go ahead. I don't fucking care what happens with this election right now, because the fact that I was asked that question, and the fact that the Republican caucus, read their letter that night in 2020, basically condemning me. And I know the couple of people that concocted that letter, and I've just kept that sealed away up here for possible future, But, so, am I announcing that I'm running a write-in? No. But if the people of District 1 wrote me in, and some crazy reason I happen to get the most votes because of that write-in, I would do the will of the people, and I would accept my final last term that I wasn't going to run for the fact that the Republican and Conservative Party never even bothered to come and say, hey, you've done a good job the last 2 terms, the last 8 years. You've represented the people. You speak your mind. We'd love to back you for your final term. No, instead it was, you're toxic. We want to get rid of you because you don't play the go along to get along game.
Yes, man.
Yes, we need a go along to get along candidate, which is what they all run.
Which is,
and if that hurts anyone's feelings,
fucking bullshit.
Yep, and if that hurts anyone's feelings, including those that I sit with now on our county legislature, I really don't fucking care. Because we just went through the other night too, the Republicans brought forward a feel-good resolution, because that's what they are, because we have no power
Band-Aid
for the state. A feel-good resolution to send to the state saying that we need voter ID to keep our elections safe. I agree with it. Of course, the Democrats went off the wall. So here we live in a blue state, even though 80% of it, when you look at the Electoral College, is red.
Red as fuck.
But because of New York City and a few big upstate cities, we're considered a blue state, where there's all sorts of laws and regulations that they create where you have to show a fucking license, or an ID to prove who you are, except for when it comes to voting. They don't want you to have to show anything when it comes to voting.
Racist.
And nowhere's in the fucking resolution were the words voter fraud, but one of the Democrat legislators brought up that we should have had the Board of Elections in there to give us reports on voter fraud because there's no voter fraud in our county. Is that a subliminal message going off in your head? Because nowhere's in the resolution were the words voter fraud, just like nowhere's in my letters to the editor back in 2020 were the words Cayuga County, but you accused me of calling Cayuga County residents idiots. So fuck you. You can say what you want and it's okay. And you can do what you want and it's okay. But if anybody disagrees with you, holy fuck, cancel them. Yep. You brought up the fucking subliminal message in your head with the words voter fraud that weren't in that resolution. Because shit ain't fucking right. And the simplest fucking way to make our elections as safe as can be is to say, well, I actually brought my wallet over with me tonight.
I have a license. You don't want to put that on the internet. There you go.
Covering up everything but my face, but there's my New York State driver's license. Proves who I am, don't it?
Well, it's funny.
Real simple. Let me vote.
Speaking of that same exact scenario, I was just down at the local store, which I just left to go grab beers for tonight.
And I got lottery tickets.
And he got lottery tickets, which he's probably not going to win.
Fuck, we didn't get one
Wednesday?
one number the last 4 times I played.
Right. I think it was Tuesday. I think it was. Now the wife texted me. He's hot as fuck. She's like, "You getting beer tonight?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." So at any rate, I stopped there on my way home from work, grabbed some cold ones, and here's one. And right up the street here, headed towards Ballinsville. You local folks know I'm talking about. They always got the Mexican fellers working the farm, right? So this Mexican feller's in there trying to get his Modelo or Modelo or whatever the hell. Modelo it was. His driver's license was expired.
Michael Sherman, what's up?
And guess what? He didn't get his fucking beer.
Because of his expired license.
Expired license, but I guarantee these Democrats here in this fucking county would just let him vote for anybody, even though we have no fucking idea where he's from.
Yeah, you need an ID for everything,
Oh,
Jay
'cause
Robert.
it's racist.
Carl!
He says he's sitting with a fucking hoodie. Isn't it winter in Brazil or some shit?
Wait a minute, where'd this guy go? Right here. Mick. Hey guys, me and my coworker watch you guys and we agree with your politics. We both work for Sunni. We are behind enemy lines.
Oh, fuck yeah, you are.
Oh,
brother.
speaking of which, Illinois right now.
Imagine the horse shit you guys gotta fucking see.
Oh, it's on, I can't look on my phone. Tim Biederman, whatever. Put it in the comments.
Beater Bush.
Coil Racing in somewhere's in Illinois. McHenry, something like that. What? Damn it, I can't look it up on Instagram. He messaged me on Instagram. He goes, I'm gonna have. No, that's not him. Actually, you can put it on Instagram, and I might be able to read it real quick before it disappears. Being there an hour behind us, he was putting his phone hooked up to the radio system to blare us for the workers there.
Yeah!
While they were working, and for any customers that came in.
That's awesome.
Before they closed.
This at?
It's in northern Illinois, I think it was. McHenry? Coil Racing? God dang it all. I should have wrote it down.
Racing. Like, is it a racetrack?
Yeah, they build engines and shit like that.
Fuck
Racing
yeah,
engines.
dude! Hope you guys are listening. That's fucking badass.
Tim Biederman or... I can't remember. Son of a bitch, I should have wrote it down. I get so many freaking messages in a day.
If that's true, that dude deserves a couple free t-shirts.
And to be honest, I don't reply to 99.9% of them, but I liked your message, so I fucking replied to you. So I was eating supper, actually, when you messaged me, and I was like...
If he has proof that happened somehow, some way, that guy deserves some free t-shirts. I'm just saying. That's freaking cool.
Oh, I can look it up when we're done. Wilson Chandler, what's up?
Hello, Chandler.
You stocking shelves? You working tonight? Terry Jordan, Farmer Jim, love you guys from Cortland. Our country has to wake up. Yes, we do.
Fuck, dude.
Pat Tuhill, same thing here in Illinois. Chicago runs the state. Yeah, it's...
The glimmer of hope, y'all. The glimmer of hope. So try that in a small town is number one. The Sound of Freedom is number one. Budweiser has tanked. And Disney, I think, lost $900 million in their last 8 movies.
Yeah.
So,
but it ain't stopping them.
But if there's a glimmer of hope, that right there shows you that people are starting to finally get sick and tired of this fucking pedo, fucking woke bullshit.
And I'm missing a lot of it because they go by so fucking fast, and I missed you anyhow.
Actually, then we still have 37.
Still have 37. Kevin Mulder, what's up? Oh,
638.
And Disney's not stopping. Did you notice the new Snow White movie that they're coming out with? There's not going to be a prince to kiss her, and there's not going to be...
There's a trans fucking...
There's no dwarfs, there's whatever, the little people, and it's about her leadership, women's leadership, and whatever.
It will be just like the last fucking hot garbage at Disney.
Why are we trying to erase the past of everything?
That's how the communists work.
Rather than learn from the past, I mean, it just... I don't know. We can't even leave fairy tales alone anymore.
Cultural socialism, I think, is the word I was looking for. That's how they're doing it. It's all through the playbook.
Jim Lippy made it.
Jim Lippy made it.
Daryl Etta from Iowa.
Daryl.
Tech girl, can you define woke? Google it, because you know what? I actually had my grain broker ask me, because their company sent a survey that was kind of woke. And I got right a hole. I texted him. I said, I'm not filling this fucking woke bullshit out. Now, he's in his early 50s. I'm not sure how old you are. 52, 53, somewhere's in there, 54. And he asked me, he goes, what exactly does woke mean? I fucking Googled it, took a picture of the definition, and sent it to him. Because the definition is actually right on. It's the social justice bullshit, you know.
Any type of social fucking bullshit that you want to climb on board with, whether it's the LGBTQ fucking alphabet soup garbage, climate change garbage, everyone needs to be equal fucking garbage, open border, let everyone and their fucking brother and MS-13 into our fucking country fucking garbage.
Along with the China fentanyl.
China, fentanyl, drugs. By the way, it's only killed 77 million Americans.
Tech Girl, spelled G-U-R-L, says, I am woke and proud. Okay.
Oh, good for you.
You want to be woke and proud, Tech Girl? Go ahead.
Neat.
How many darts you get in your arm,
You're
too?
being fucking duped.
Yeah.
You're being sold a bag of bullshit goods. Do
Tom-
you think for yourself?
Tom Burbeau.
Or do you have to be told what to do all the time?
looking
Because
great in New
that's
Hampshire.
another definition of woke, is that you can't think for yourself. You have to be told what to think all the time by the mainstream media and any Hollywood fucking woke piece of shit star that sold you on another bullshit
Michael.
bag of goods.
Michael, look, we got it up on the chair behind us.
It's the green one, too.
It's the green one, not the orange one.
Cold
That'll have holes in it this fall. Mark Calmer, history forgotten is history repeated, and that's what the Democrats want.
repeating it.
Yeah,
So
and if that's what the
80
Democrats want, stop and think about that thing about slavery.
80 fucking years ago, 16-year-old boys were lying about their age and going off to war to fight for this country and landing on fucking D-Day to see all them blood and guts and fucking gore. Nowadays, if you don't call a 16-year-old by the right fucking pronoun, they gotta find their fucking happy space.
All right, Tech Girl
80
says.
fucking years.
Tech Girl says also trans kids are valid. Okay, she's been in long enough. You can get rid of her.
Get the fuck out of here.
'Cause there's no-
You're a fucking pedophile.
There's no debating with sick
Fuck you.
fucks like that.
Fuck
so,
you.
Blue Wrenches, do your thing. Tech Girl, G-U-R-L. Time to go. I'm done with those people.
Fuck you.
It's
You're a
like
pedophile.
I was telling him earlier. Some of you probably heard it, but a lot of you didn't because you weren't in yet. And there's now 671 of you in. That Gigi, Missouri Rob, I see you just now, and whatnot. Carl, I see you. You all remember Gigi? You know, once every 3 or 4 months. Well, he left a book of a fucking comment on my "should I have helped her or not" video there. And it just gets to the point. I'm done with those people spewing their bullshit. And I finally blocked him. I mean, I believe in free speech, but, you know,
And
we're,
just fucking
he goes
spewing
off on,
nonsense.
you know, oh, you sitting there with your $70,000 truck on your 1,200-acre plot and your $1 million tractors and blah, blah, blah. There ain't a fucking $1 million tractor anywheres remotely close to around me anywheres, not just here. My fucking combine isn't even remotely close to that. Okay, here's a guy who owns a small business, construction.
I ain't no fucking millionaire.
When he goes-
I'm not even a paper millionaire.
When he goes to buy a new truck, or when I go to buy a new truck, I bet you it'll cost $70,000 because they all fucking do
Not
now.
buying a new truck ever again.
So he's got a trailer full of tools, obviously nowhere near $1 million, but let's say he's got $100,000 worth of trailer and tools. Does the average Joe who works a 9-to-5 job have that? No, but he needs that for his fucking job. Just like the
skill.
person who owns a trucking company. Every so many years they go out and buy new tractor trailers for hundreds of thousands of
They
dollars.
had the skill to drive them.
It's called owning a fucking business and having the expenses that go along with the business.
And trust me, in this communist fucking state, there's tons of fucking expenses that you gotta fucking fork out. Especially if you have fucking employees. It's a joy.
Joshua Atkins says, bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. You start talking about trans kids, you can literally fuck off as far past the fucking deer stand as you can get. Because all that shit is fucking pedophilia. Not your map bullshit.
And mutilation.
Changing the names of things to make it more fucking edible for your little feelings. Fuck you, it's pedophilia. I've said it I don't know how many fucking times.
Richard R.,
Someone
what's
answer
up?
me in the comments, how many women have you heard of that want to change their gender from female to male and be transferred to a male prison?
Here's
I'm
one.
fucking waiting.
Here's one for what you
None!
said earlier. Frank P. Whoops. God dang it.
See,
Stop
now
going so
now they're
fast.
going by.
My father-in-law was 15 and lied about his age, went to
Boom.
Korea and was awarded 3 Bronze Stars with clusters.
Beard of that fella right there. That's what
Gary
you call a
May
badass
says Tech Girl
motherfucker.
probably has something swinging down there, confused.
Probably does.
Yeah, but look up I've talked
When
about
do
this.
we're championing mental illness.
The video that I watched, and there's tons of them out there if you look for them, because lamestream media is not going to show it to you. The ones who do this shit between like the ages of 12 and 16, and then at 19 through 25,
Regret the
they
shit
regret
out.
the fucking shit out of
Now
what
they're all
happened. And why wasn't there more, you know, I regret what I did.
How come
It's
no one
not what
stopped
you
me?
did. It's what the fucking adults in the room did
What
to
the
you.
insurance companies
to
did and what the
fill their
doctors
agenda.
fucking did. Because they're making millions of dollars off these fucking kids. Mutilating these fucking
It's like
kids.
the military.
and ruining lives.
The military changing their rules and everything
Oh,
now.
now you can't. They actually.
But
I
what
couldn't
pisses
believe
me
it.
off is
Couldn't believe it under this administration that they said, sorry, you're not changing your agenda on the military.
then you didn't read something right, because I looked it up today. It was just
Or is it
last
the
year.
vice versa?
It was just last year, 2022, that they changed it so that you're welcome. You're welcome to come into the military, sign up for 4 years, never get shipped anywhere, never really have to do any PT or anything else, because you only signed up because you wanted a free transition. And that's about what it amounts to. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're trying to do all this free shit for all these people.
Communist bullshit.
Holy fuck. But yet, there's fucking veterans that got cancer and other shit like that have to deal with the fucking VA, which is so underfunded.
I have a civilian representative to put in for my shit to the VA because the red tape is so fucking thick. I have another buddy of mine who's a veteran, a disabled veteran, had to hire
Fuck
a
the
civilian.
furries, Mike
Had
B.
to fucking hire a civilian lawyer to get his shit straight. But meanwhile, we're giving away billions of fucking dollars to bullshit. After we sent men and women to a fucking meat grinder for 22 fucking years for what? To leave Afghanistan with our fucking tail between our legs and create a massive fucking terrorist vacuum there?
Butterbean.
Awesome job, Joe! You fuck!
What's up, Butterbean?
Let me fucking wind
Michael
up.
Major, you two gentlemen keep telling the truth. People of the real USA still behind you. Yep. Hey, H. Farmer, what's up? If genitals don't define gender, how does removing them affirm it? Exactly.
If someone was bulimic, which I believe I had the right issue, is when they eat and then they binge and purge bulimic.
Yep.
If they went to a doctor and the doctor said, "Oh no, you should do it more," that's
Malpractice.
That's what they're fucking doing with these
Yep.
kids. It's not a fucking. It's not a gender dysphoria. They came up with that verbiage. It's not dysphoria. They have a mental issue and they need counseling. Something is desperately wrong. How about examine the fucking family unit? How about examine bullying and shit at school? You know, we're sending all this fucking money overseas. How come we don't send some of that money to these schools so we don't have these school shootings?
How about if we care so much about kids, like the left says, instead of 87,000 new IRS officers to try and figure out
87,000 armed guards in every fucking
to try and
public
figure
school.
out how to fleece us out of more money. You know, our government can solve any problem
Bullshit.
as long as you pay more taxes.
Oh, yeah,
That's
more
their
money.
theory.
More money.
Give us more money and we'll make the temperature cooler.
Well, that's all of them.
But yet in the 60s it was we were going to run out of oil.
Then we
70s was
got
the
acid rain.
ice age was 70s. 80s was acid rain. Fuck, we were going to just,
I remember that when I was in grade school.
yeah, we were going to lose all of our crop. I was farming, so I remember that. All our crops are going to die. We're fucking going to.
Acid rain, we're all gonna die.
Let's see, what was the 90s? The 90s was
The ozone.
the ozone, yes, excuse me.
Yep.
And then I had Italian. The wife made sausage and meatballs and stuff tonight. Woo.
Poor
And
child.
then remember Y2K.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, we were all done then because the whole computer
all
system.
the satellites are gonna
I mean,
fall out of the
we were
sky.
just gonna that night go poop,
Yeah, we're all gonna fucking.
and we were gonna be gone
Well,
because we wouldn't have any fucking,
let her rip,
you know.
shit.
But as long as you give more tax money to the government, they will figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Even though if you look at your record high today, or your temperature today, and look back when the record high was, it wasn't last year. It wasn't the year before. Yeah, it was decades
The
ago.
goddamn fart in the wind. Last I checked, isn't carbon dioxide needed to make plants grow?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty
Nothing
sure-
green out there is going to survive
Pretty sure,
without
They're
carbon
talking about
dioxide,
they're talking
which
about
is
rolling blackouts.
0.04%.
Because of the heat wave, they're talking about rolling blackouts in Pennsylvania. I'm sure they're probably going to have some in fucking California and Texas. Maybe some of y'all in these other states that are hotter than the hubs of hell right now. Y'all's fucking grid might be fucking, suffocating too. But hey, go out and buy your fucking electric car, everyone. And then don't plug the fucker in because you can't go anywhere.
0.04%. That's what our atmosphere is of carbon.
Fart in the fucking wind.
So apparently we don't want anything green out there. And then, like, what was it, Betty brought up earlier, Jefferson County, which is, let's see, Oswego, like 2 or 3 counties above us.
Got a gig on Facebook.
It's up north in the Tug Hill area where I talk about going snowmobiling. So let's just round it off, because I don't know exactly where this solar farm was, to about 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours away, north of us. Off the end of Lake Ontario, for anybody that wants to look at a map. Big solar farm. Went up in flames today. On the 5 o'clock news, we had warnings, all around Jefferson County, that area. They gave warnings earlier while it was happening for people to stay in their homes because of toxic fumes.
Yeah, you know how much fucking oil and shit are in them things?
Yeah, toxic fumes.
Plastics.
From them solar panels that are going to save us.
Burning
and
aluminum.
Cool the earth.
I'm sure burning aluminum is just great for your lungs. Old fart woodworking. Government creates problems so it can solve them.
Exactly.
Sound familiar, old fart? How about that pandemic a couple fucking years ago?
Yep.
40 new billionaires from Big Pharma.
And
They're all laughing. They interviewed Lindsey Graham about fucking Ukraine not too long.
Yeah.
He couldn't contain himself.
Fuck Lindsey
Smiling
Graham.
like a fucking Cheshire cat. I can just imagine the millions of dollars being filtered into his fucking accounts from this fucking bullshit.
And not only did we make all them new billionaires, how about LeBron James' son here recently?
He's had a heart attack at 18. How's that?
Yeah, and all the rest of them. So
Jamie
instead of
Foxx looks like fucking
I
crypt keeper
had
now.
somebody on Instagram when I put up a video about that, giving my opinion, told me it was because of the coaches pushing all of these energy drinks
give
on
me
these
a fucking
athletes.
break.
Oh, is that why
Energy drinks have been out for
Exactly.
15, 20 years.
Is that why these 18
What do
to
you think
30-year-olds
Gatorade
are
is?
all of a sudden having all these heart issues and dropping on fields and some of them dying? Sure. Let's not admit what the fuck is going on and try and figure out a way to reverse it so we stop having this happen. No, because that would be admitting that the agenda didn't work so fucking well. And I'm sorry if that hurts any of your feelings, because I know a lot of you that follow us went through and got for your own reasons.
And hopefully you didn't get any fucking more.
God forbid. Yeah, exactly. I hope you saw the light and
how many
my
people,
job's not worth that the next time.
How many people you need to see keel over on TV like a fucking dead tree? When was that common? When did you ever hear of sudden adult death syndrome? When did you ever hear of 11-year-olds having heart attacks? I don't fucking think so. What is the only thing that's changed in the last 3 fucking years? Mandatory fucking experimental drugs.
I wonder how much LeBron got in his bank account.
Oh, he's already
speak up.
He's already an operative of China.
I mean,
with his propaganda bullshit.
Well, that and Nike.
And I mean, you can see the tinfoil hat, but there ain't much there because
that and his
look
Nike
at all the interviews when they talk about what somebody had brought up the square one time, Tenement Square, and he fucking smoothed that over like it never even happened. Oh no, can't speak bad about the fucking operator.
I just want people to wake up.
Wake the fuck up.
Are
you fucking getting it now?
Are you fucking getting it yet? You can't stop talking about it because that's what they want.
Fentanyl
and then they'll
everyone.
just. I saw a thing. Okay, this is a good one. I don't know if you saw this one.
I trust my pilot more than the doctor. Well, statistically speaking, you're better off in an airplane than going to the doctor.
But be careful because the Congress just, I think, passed a thing, good old Congress, that they won't let back the pilots who refuse to get the jab. So I'm not so sure I'd want to trust my pilot neither.
Yeah, I'm sure they're well trained and jabbed to the balls.
But I saw this video. I don't know how many other people saw this, and this was awesome. This is going to take a minute, but listen up. This guy was talking about this experiment they did. I don't know how many women they did this with, but they took a number of women. Excuse me, that's the sausage. And they like had a makeup artist put scars on their face.
Oh, I seen that. I think you sent it to me.
And I probably did. And they wanted to do an experiment to see if there was bias, against looks when they went to apply for jobs, at job interviews. So they did all this on this number of women. I don't know how many. Let's say 10. And right before they were ready to leave, and they showed them, they said, look in the mirror. They all looked in the mirror and they were, hideous, got these scars and whatever. Fuck yeah, to see my body. I'm loaded with them. But anyways, they, right before they were ready to leave the room, when they were away from the area where the mirror was, they said, well, hang on, we just want to touch them up a little bit before you leave. So they took a couple minutes on each one, and they took the scars off. But the women didn't know this because they weren't looking in a mirror again. So then they went to their job interviews. These were legitimate job interviews. Every one of these women came back saying that they were discriminated against. They could tell by the way the people were looking at them.
Perception.
They could tell by the wording that the people used that they were discriminated against.
Already planted in their brain.
Because it was planted in their fucking brain that they were going to be discriminated against because of their looks, because of those scars.
Now imagine hearing, well, you all did hear
Beat stuff into people's heads enough. Every day.
Trump bad.
Yep.
Vaccine
Another
good.
indictment.
Vaccine good. Trump bad. Get the vaccine. Save your neighbor. Wear your mask. Save your neighbor. Beat it in your head. Beat it in your head. Climate change. Climate change. LGBTQ.
Alphabet soup.
Flag. Let's hang the flags everywhere. Hang the flags everywhere.
And
let's put it right dead center on my fucking house.
And the
fucking White House.
The youngest people are the ones that they beat it into their heads the most.
They're more susceptible.
Exactly.
From kindergarten to fucking college graduation.
But yet they're okay to make their own decisions whether they want to,
chop their fucking dick
become something other than what they truly are and want to play fantasy.
We got a new fella that likes what we're talking about.
Yes, you need to behave, because I had a person who I won't say their name on Instagram told me that
I swear
I'd like to come to the live streams, but
Jimmy swears.
But Jimmy drives me nuts with his language or something like that. Well, dude, it ain't like I talk any different. I'm just probably a little quieter than him.
What's wrong with the word fuck? Does it not get your attention? I mean, you're paying attention to what I'm talking about, right? So pay attention.
I still say the silent majority is okay.
The time. I'm done.
But you all got to speak up.
I mean, I dig that you're at least on board what we got to say, but I'm done fucking being polite with anyone.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
If you're following us right now, and you went through the experiment, and you don't regret it, and you go and keep doing it, then I'm not gonna hold back and have a problem with calling you a complete fucking idiot.
And,
okay?
I'll feel bad if you die.
Yeah,
But duh. We tried to fucking tell you.
It's kind of like if you're not smart enough to see what they're doing to fucking Trump right now, and you either vote for Biden or you just say, well, I won't vote for Biden, but I'm going to stay home. I'm not voting for anybody. Or I'm going to vote somebody, I'm going to write somebody else in. You're a complete fucking idiot.
What is that, 8 there?
Okay?
Someone fucking
Because we have one shot at this right now. It's 2024. Trump is the only one that has that shot. And then hopefully he picks somebody like a Christy Nome.
DeSantis, maybe?
No. I've turned completely away from him. He's just
playing the game.
He's playing the political game.
They'd be after him if
exactly.
If he wasn't.
That's why they're after Trump, because he doesn't play the political game.
Well, he never did. When he won the election and the guys in the black suits came in and told him how things were going to go, and he told those guys to fuck off, that's when all hell broke.
Look at what Biden just did to RFK. Anybody running for president is supposed to get Secret Service. They ask for it. They write up a thing to get Secret Service while they're running for president.
Huh.
Oh, the DOJ just shot down, and good old Merrick Garland there just shot down RFK's request for, and I like what RFK has to say about some things, but don't get too strung out on RFK, because he also makes the comment that, he usually goes along with the Democratic Party 99% of the time. So
no,
he has his social justice warriorness in him.
Speaking of Trump, I seen this meme, and some of y'all probably seen it too. So they found cocaine in the White House. They found a dead body at Obama's house.
Yeah.
They had an illegal server at Hillary Clinton's house, but the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. Let that fucking sink in.
Edsky, what's up?
If you haven't heard that, let that fucking sink in for a hot minute.
Yep. And Obama supposedly wasn't home when his
he's home.
chef died in 3 or 4 foot of water there.
Oh, he didn't know how to swim.
Yeah, but then they found out that he did
knew
know how to swim. Because there's actually videos of him swimming.
And now there's rumors that there might be blunt force trauma to the back of the head. But oh no, we're gonna bring in our
and
own
that's rumors.
mortician.
We don't know.
We're gonna
bring
in our own mortician.
They're bringing in their
DC,
own mortician
from DC, of course. So I'm sure the findings of that guy will be totally legit. Nothing to see here, folks.
Nicholas Tinge or Ting. Or
and rumor has it he was gonna write a book.
You know, I don't disagree.
I wonder what was gonna be in that book.
I don't disagree with you, Nicholas. You would like to see Vivek for vice president. Get 2 businessmen running the country.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. Yeah, how about the UFO scare psych, Teresa Wakefield? Oh yeah, that's a look over here, not over here thing.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt some of that shit's happening, but it's kind of convenient that
But
it's
it's
all
not-
coming out now.
Exactly. It's not like it just started happening.
It's always sleight of hand. We all know this by now. It's always sleight of hand. Hey, look what's going on over here. Don't pay attention to my son that's going to trial. Don't pay attention to all the money that's being fucking laundered in Ukraine and going back in our fucking pockets, left and right alike.
Jim Walton is J-Dub, apparently. Jim still got 37 people in.
Yeah.
That's funny. We got 800.
800 on the button.
450 thumbs up. Go out, hit the thumbs up, and then just push live chat. You're right back
I
in.
have my 3rd beer and I got a piss already.
Oh my God.
That's America.
Jag, what's
must
up?
Been all the water earlier. Oh,
You're right, Jag. Trump's the only one that's willing to drain the swamp.
let's do it.
Patriot at Brian P. I'd like to be your governor, Maine squeeze. So you must be talking about Kristi Noem. Yeah, she's not hard to look at. Husker, what's up? Yes, Husker, I agree. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. You bet your ass. See, that's the thing. Oh, you're racist. You didn't like Obama. You're right, I didn't like Obama. I don't think if most black people were smart, they didn't like Obama neither. Because he talked a big game about, the Democrats have talked a big game about making black lives matter, basically, for decades. But yet then they tell you that their lives still suck. So apparently they're not doing what they're saying. But if you listen to him, Robinsons of the world, and the Morgan Freemans, and the Denzel Washingtons, who say, knock off the bullshit. Oh. And then Kristi Noem, I've said I'll vote for a woman for president. Find me a good one. Hillary Clinton sure as the fuck wasn't a good one.
Hillary Clinton? How many more people that need to die? That bitch crookeder than a goddamn.
No,
person.
free radical, I'm going to disagree. Trump, RFK 2024? No, because I don't want RFK in there afterwards for 8 years.
I don't think RFK would get along with old Big Daddy Don. He needs to change his slogan, though, from Make America Great
Scott
Again.
Zieber said the chef was in the Navy, so he drowned.
God help, was it God save
BBR
America?
Cummins, what's up? Kim Hayes, that press secretary said Hunter is a private citizen, yet the Secret Service babysits him. Yeah.
Let me get this straight. You're talking about the most surveilled fucking house
Josh Wellner,
in the
what's up?
continental United States. More cameras per square foot, but we don't know who had the cocaine.
You're right, Josh. RFK is not a big Second Amendment guy. I mean, that's why I say no, RFK.
And I think he might be pulling at the heartstrings of some of these conservatives that might still not like, Orange Man just it's too divisive.
Gary May says, where was Hillary when that chef drowned? Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, you probably seen Michael's dick. That was the other meme I seen. All horse shit. This horse shit is fucking bullshit.
That's right, Mark. Draining the swamp is why the Democrats are going after Trump.
Well, yeah.
Same reason why a lot of the Republicans aren't backing Trump.
Boy, they got to hide, I wonder. Gee, I wonder.
And that's diesel.
How about old fucking old man Mitch up there?
Yeah.
Fucking zombified. Term limits much,
Well,
people?
how about Feinstein? Just say aye. Just say aye. What? Huh? I would like to support this bill
God.
because I just say aye. Just okay.
These people
Aye.
couldn't even be a fucking Walmart greeter, and they're running our country. And people wonder why we're so fucked up. Hello? And meanwhile, we get these new guys that go up there. Eli, he's a brand new senator from Arizona. He was just on the Sean Ryan podcast. Eli, I cannot remember his name. 6 months, brand new senator. Was back on the podcast to talk about stuff and things. And he's like, literally the first day after he won his election, the drug deals were slid across his desk. Hey, are you gonna fucking play ball? And by the way, he was the one holdout for McCarthy, only because his constituents told him, do not vote for him. Okay. He's actually doing what his constituents asked.
Facts, nothing but the facts. Trump just plays the good guy. Trump encouraged the jab, remember. So one thing I don't like about Trump, patting himself on the back for warp speed. But, no, you're wrong there, facts, nothing but the facts. Trump never said anybody had to get it.
Right.
He wants the military people to be put back with retro pay. Trump, if you recall, said, do not shut your schools down. Do not shut your cities down.
Nope.
Trump's an asshole for patting himself on the back for warp speed.
He ain't done it in a while.
And he ain't done it in a while, and I wish he'd come out and admit to that part. But Trump did not ever force anybody to get it. That was the Democrats all across this fucking country.
And if you remember,
so
when
he facts and facts.
When he was coming out with said warp speed, all these Democrat senators and governors and all these cocksuckers
right.
say, oh no, the American people aren't going to buy it.
We won't take it if he's the one behind it.
And then all of a sudden when he loses the election and they got their guy in the office, boom, mandatory. Oh no, take it.
That's right.
So did the juice change or did the office change? Because I've had the same exact argument with some other libtard that want to give me some bullshit.
So if you are an anti-Trumper because of that, you got issues.
Yeah.
Because if your title of facts or whatever, look at all the fucking facts. Don't cherry pick.
Yeah.
We've had no problem being against Trump on that.
Yeah. He's a pompous asshole.
He's a pompous ass. But tell me what he did during his 4 years compared to what the fuck we're going through now.
Open borders, 77 million people dead from fentanyl, drag us into another fucking war, inflation through the roof, gas prices through the roof, fucking real estate is still ridiculous, food, your 401k ain't worth shit. So tell me how we're fucking better. Give me a good 5 facts on how we're better.
Thank you, GMA Merkel. Trump is not my favorite, but him over anyone so far. Exactly. Let's stop looking at the person and start looking at
the job,
what they've done, their accomplishments, what they can do.
I mean, in 16, I chose the lesser of two evils because even in 16, I couldn't fucking stand him. But I'll be goddamn if I was gonna vote for that fucking murderous cunt. It's not a fucking high school fucking popularity contest like the media likes to make it out as. Who's most popular on fucking social media? Blah, blah, blah. No, it's who can do the better fucking job and take care of us American fucking citizens. You know, the people fucking paying to run this fucking shit show. Remember those people?
All right. So Carl's in, who's under Sean, I forgot the words again, Armstrong. He's put his thing up here every Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Carl. It's 7 Eastern on Saturdays. He does a live stream.
Live from Brazil.
From Brazil. Carl doesn't get a lot of people, but Carl is retired military with him.
He's dedicated.
So the fucker looks shit up all the time. So y'all ought to just go spend a little time sometime watching Carl.
I'll give you that. He's accurate.
I think it's called Carl the
Brazilian Gringo.
The Brazilian Gringo podcast.
Yeah.
Put it up again, Carl. I don't care.
He does have our sound bites in there, too.
Yeah, he's got me saying, are you getting it yet? And him saying, fuck off past the deer stand.
What the fuck? Which I know was taken from here.
But Carl really likes to do homework way more than I do, and you know I do. So
way more than me, because I always sucked at homework. I just have this knack of remembering certain numbers that mean something.
That's the only problem with that
77
fan
million fucking
blowing right on
fentanyl
us.
deaths. Where are we at now? 9?
Jim Lippy, what percent of the country took the jab? 70% last I heard. Too
Jeez.
much. And I hope to God 69% of them have woke up and said
Didn't
never
go
again.
back for fucking the boosters and all that bullshit. I think it was the boosters that really, those are what was fucking killing people. The last I seen. I guess there's another documentary out about that shit. I cannot remember.
Apparently in Washington, gas is over $5 again. There you go. Carl put it up. The Super Gringo Podcast, 7 p.m.
Super
Eastern.
Gringo. Hey.
So tomorrow night, go check out Carl at 7 Eastern.
Don't disappoint, Carl.
His name's actually Sean, but
Well,
he goes by Carl and we call him Carl.
Well, funny story about that is he got kicked off of YouTube, so he had to come up with an alias to get back onto YouTube so he could follow us. And we just keep calling by his alias, which is Carl, which is more funny than Sean.
That's right, and it's more fun to say Carl than it is Sean.
Carl.
You know, remember The Walking Dead? Carl.
No, Carl.
Carl. No, Carl. Walking Dead went to shit after they killed off all the really good characters at the beginning.
Typical bullshit.
Kill off the shitty ones that we didn't care about. Now they got a new spin-off coming out.
Now
Another new spin-off,
I
like
hope,
the fourth
I
one.
can only hope and pray that Hollywood crashes and burns with their fucking strike. I can only hope. Because now they want transparency. They want to know what all these streaming outlets are getting for money. And the rumor has it is they're inflating the numbers so that way the stock doesn't crash. So if this strike gets their way and they get their transparency, then everyone and their brother's gonna know that the numbers were bullshit and the stock's gonna crash. And guess what happens to Hollywood? Everyone, like, we're gonna give a fuck. They're gonna go to the fucking shitter. And I really hope that's
the government will back them up.
Oh my God! What will we do without the people that go on TV and pretend and tell us what we're supposed to think? What will we ever do without those people?
Claude Dalton, are you drinking that conservative beer? No, because that
did.
shit's. Well, he took the rest home.
I took that son of a bitch
He
home.
took the last few home and
I
drank
drank
them.
it.
But that shit's $19.99 a six pack. I mean, it didn't taste that great to start with, but $20 for a six pack.
Somebody gave Donnelly a sixer, and then he must have looked it up. He's like, "Damn, $20."
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
that's just.
I mean, you're paying for the.
That's
the
a little
can.
too much of a novelty to pay that kind of money.
It's a novelty 6-pack. That, and it was probably shipped up here warm as fucking balls, and then we put it in the refrigerator. Oof.
Well, Carl, Gigi's gone here, so maybe he'll come to you
Gone.
next. I got tired of the bullshit.
Tim Madison.
Sharon Baxter says Jimmy has a medical condition. After a couple beers, he gets Tourette's.
Well, yeah.
That's funny.
I've been called worse things. I'll take it as a compliment. I get passionate and I get wound up.
Minion the Guard, you were right. You are 1 hour ahead. I wonder how far behind am I? I'm just going to flip to the bottom. Oh, I'm not that far behind, really. I'll go back up for a little
37
bit.
then.
Yeah, Jim still says 37, even though there's 803 of you here.
All right. Nothing like AT&T.
You know, I'm pretty impressed with that because that goes to show what that one guy said to me earlier there about how, you know, you're censored. YouTube doesn't put you out and recommends and all that. I watch some of these channels that got 50 to 100,000 subscribers.
They'll do a live.
And they don't get 800 people during a live.
What are they talking about?
We got 22,800 and something last I looked.
Damn.
I mean, and here's 800 of it. We've had 1,000. Some of you are always new every month when we do this, so it's not like it's a lot of the same old, you know, you guys that we talk
Our
to every
usual
month.
folks that come
But
in and conversate.
It's, you know, that just tells you right there that fuck you, YouTube. I ain't doing this to make a. I'm closer to retirement than I am anything else, so I sure as a fuck didn't start doing this to become a YouTube star.
You're not a what do they call them, an influencer?
Yeah, I'm not an
YouTube
influencer.
You know that's the number one job career that young children want now.
Yeah.
To be an influencer instead of maybe an engineer, a welder, or plumber, or, you know.
Kraut Mick.
Build something.
All right, I got to read this. Kraut Mick, and I'm glad you put this in writing. because you're not the only one that feels this way, I think. I took the 2 vax jabs to travel, me and my girlfriend. Are horrified what will happen to us. You're not the only ones. And that's why I say, everything we say, everything I say at least, I won't speak for him, but I'm sure he agrees, we're not trying to belittle anybody.
My youngest son had to get it to go to school.
Yeah, I mean,
I lose sleep about that shit all the time.
We're just saying, you can't stop talking about it. Because
still
they've
gotta-
already told us Pandemic 2 is coming eventually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're not going to stop trying to do this. They're not trying, I mean...
Well, they seen how easy it was the first
Yes,
time.
they saw how easy it was. I'm saying for those of you who, when number 2 comes and they say, get on this train and we're going to take you to the city where it can't happen to you. If you get on that fucking train, goodbye, because you ain't never coming back, and you're a dumb fuck for believing them that there's a city that it won't happen in and get on the train. That's the point.
Look at what look at what Australia and Canada were doing to people. They were literally taking them out of their homes and bringing them to quarantine fucking, I don't know, quarantine compounds or some shit. That didn't happen here because we got fucking guns.
I agree, Kevin. Younger people are scary too. Term limits are okay, but younger people are scary too. Look at AOC.
Oh,
but at least if you had term limits, she wouldn't be there that long to turn into a Dianne Feinstein.
She's, the party squad. The fucking squad. That dumb bitch.
Yeah, did you hear the other one today with her little turban thing on?
Oh, Jesus. White men are the...
White men are the scariest thing in this country right now.
Why are you married to one?
I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Why are you married to one?
Why is the vice president married to one?
I mean...
Because isn't she the first, vice president of color, female?
My watch is telling me time to stand.
Get up! Move your ass around. Been sitting around too long. I turned all that bullshit off on my phone.
Kraut Mick, never, never again. Exactly.
I still worry about my youngest son because he's, he goes to the gym, he runs, he works out, and I'm just, in my dark brain, I'm always waiting for that shit fucking phone call.
Yeah, and Zip, the ones wearing the face diapers still, a lot of them are the young people that got brainwashed.
Oh, I see a lot of older people still.
But
we had the
I
fucking
see it
smoke
too.
from Canada.
Well, I'll give them
I ain't
that.
gotta do a fucking thing.
But, I know, but if they were wearing an N95, that'd be better than a cloth
It was
one.
still the fucking kids.
But like my Instagram post I put up here a few weeks back, or whatever it was, a week or so ago when Chelsea and I went shopping there. I mean, between the number of, and look, I got no problem with people with earrings. I got no problem with somebody with a little, stud in the side of their ears or nose or something like that. But when you got this fucking pole through this part of your nose and there's like round ends on the pole, how the fuck you blow your nose? The snot's got to stick on that.
They don't.
And then to top it off, you got a fucking hoop on the side too? Holy fuck. I saw more people that fell face first into a tackle box. And then the 20-somethings that are wearing face diapers. That night we sat next to the Addams family in fucking Pizza Hut.
Where the fuck did you go? What pizza?
Auburn.
Auburn? Oh, Jesus. I could have told you that. No. Just get pizza from Cato and stay home.
Well, we had to go shopping for Barb's birthday.
Order online.
Mark Comment says, and Bill Gates is saying
I can't stand
the new pandemic will be more effective. That cackling hyena Harris didn't speak about lowering the population. Exactly. I mean, she said it. She said it.
They redacted it and put pollution in there.
Yeah, the silent part came out.
Look at what fucking the computer nerd's been saying since the pandemic. If we're really good at vaccines, we can reduce the population. Excuse me? What?
And if white men are so oppressive, why are 2 million people of darker skin color, not the same color skin we have, coming across the fucking border every year?
Why'd you vote some old white geezer for president?
Yeah.
Why do we have millions of people coming to this country? If it's so oppressive, why does everyone want to fucking come here?
Why did you believe the 2 white geezers in Dr. Fucky and Bill Gates with
yeah.
all their bullshit? Stop and think, folks. It's all either one of us ever asked. Stop and think.
It's like the fucking computer, I guarantee. Here's my definition of wokeness. You cannot think for yourself, You literally have to be told what to do.
Tim.
You are frightened to have liberties. You
Yeah.
are scared shitless to actually think for yourself.
Tim Pricer, however you pronounce it, the hoop is for the leash.
Yeah.
Come on.
Get over here. Yes. They can't think for themselves. They're petrified. They're petrified of having liberties and freedoms because they know they'll fuck it up. So they need to be told what to fucking do. Not this fucking cowboy. I don't like being told what to do. Especially by
Dan
a
Fitzwater.
fucking inept government.
Dan Fitzwater says, true story here. My brother got the shot and in no time had blood clots in his leg and lungs. Well, that's... Your brother wasn't alone. I mean, it's just you don't see it.
I hope he's doing all right now.
That showed about as much on the lamestream media as the ones who get talked into transitioning at 12 to 15 years old and then at 19 or 20 regret everything they did. But we don't want to show that.
No.
We don't want to show
That's
that.
not part of the narrative.
Yes,
we all-
if it doesn't fit the narrative, it's not going to be
I
shown.
mean, we all know there's only one entity that runs all of American
all
of American media.
I didn't pay attention to today when I watched the weather. I'll do it tonight when I'm 11. Zip, you need to start doing this with me to help me out for next month's. Giving you a project, Zip.
Oh, Zip, you're on the fucking ball now.
Channel 9 does it. I don't know if 3 and 5 does. They always give the high for today versus what the high was, in history, the record high.
The record high.
Write that down for the next 30 days till we do this again, would you? Because I'll fucking
shit.
forget, and I'll get days where I won't be able to watch the weather, and I'll forget.
This has serious.
Because yesterday's, I think, was 1941. But we're getting so fucking hot every year, we're about ready to go poof and blow up.
Yeah.
But the record high for yesterday was 1941, folks. Stop and think about that. 1941.
Man,
Over 80 fucking years ago.
nowhere near the vehicles on the road.
Nowhere near the
We were
fucking
in-
people,
We were literally in the middle of a fucking
or the
world war.
concrete, or the tar, or the tin roofs, and all of that for the sun to bounce off of and
Cities.
make the atmosphere hotter.
Cities with all their fucking.
You know, the one date I see that's recent the most, and it's not very often, is 2012, the serious drought year that we had.
Well, that's because they control the rain. Cloud seeding. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. That's the thing.
Oh, I've said all along, China's been trying to manipulate the weather for
They
decades.
just came up with a sun.
It's these fucktards that come on and want to argue with me on Instagram and stuff like that, they're spraying all these chemicals that are killing us and blah, blah, blah. And I say, well, then where are all the elites and the government officials from not just here, but around the world? Oh, there's underground cities they're all hiding in.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
So is there like an announcement speaker in Congress? Hey, we're going to go and spray those chemicals.
Well-
You got 20 minutes to get to the underground cities. Thank you.
They did all get satellite phones, though, not too long ago.
Do you know how big them fucking underground cities would have to be across this world for all those people?
There's some big ones. I'm not believing in that part, but I do believe they're fucking spraying some shit. I do believe they still can control the weather. They can make it rain if they want.
I agree, Rich. Your nice egg bill came, and if you join their rewards program, it will lower your thermostat during peak energy times.
Oh,
People
gee,
are
thanks.
stupid letting someone control their thermostat. Yep.
Nope. It's like RG&E wants you to go with a digital fucking meter, so that way they can read your meter over a computer. Well,
Gene Shannon, what's
doesn't that
up?
mean they can shut your fucking electricity off like that too? Ha, hard pass.
Okay, Bill Salisbury says 846 in on his screen, but only shows 67 thumbs up. Oh, you're up to 841, Jim. You're finally kicked in.
Updated.
I show 836 and 607 thumbs up.
Just got it.
Jim shows 841, but he don't get the thumbs up because we got the comments, so we can't do both.
Yeah. That's fine.
Keith, what's up?
Everything's fine. Situation normal. All fucked up.
Wow, Keith. Ask my 65-year-old neighbor about the puncture. Puncture. 9 months in hospital. He came home minus right leg and 4 fingers as a result of circulatory problems.
And they were convinced to get it because it's safe and effective. Remember those words? If you get it, you won't get it, and you won't spread it.
Bill Salisbury says, ScrewTube quit sending me notifications for the live streams. Yep. So, y'all ought to go check. Make sure you're still subscribed to both of us.
Yeah, because
and if the subscribe thing is black again, push on it to make the black disappear. Because I've also had people say, why did you unsubscribe me? I don't even fucking know how I could unsubscribe you.
We don't have that power.
And if you push the bell, when you go to your list of channels that you're subscribed to the right, the bell should be black if you get the notifications. But try subscribing again. I don't know how to unsubscribe somebody. I know how to block you.
That's all.
And the block part, I don't think I'm actually blocking you from watching. I think where it says, when you push on the choices you get, I think it's block this person's comments from being viewed on the channel.
Yes.
So Gigi, buddy, if you're still watching, glad you're still watching, but fuck you, you ain't commenting again.
Fuck Gigi.
Same with the last guy I told you about there in one of my last videos that I finally got, or maybe it was last month's live stream. Finally got tired of just, we get accused of misinformation, but it's okay for these people to come into your comments and spew bullshit that is such bullshit. They don't want to debate. They just want to try and make you see their bullshit.
Regurgitate the bullshit.
And hope you might believe it.
The stuff that they were told to believe, where they can't believe their own eyes and ears. They have to believe what they've been told. But kind of like, Adam Calhoun says, fuck Mike, his neighbor Mike.
Yeah.
So just fuck Gigi. And then we gotta, fuck Gigi.
Timothy Hanneman just got 2 inches of rain in about an hour in Titusville, Pennsylvania. Well, we're supposed to late, actually you can call it tomorrow because it'll be after midnight.
Better not be
3, 4 in the morning, we're supposed to start getting some rain. Chance of some rain all day. I'm not gonna lie, I hope we do. The last measurable rain we had was 0.6 on July 13th. Since then, we've had 0.15. Yeah, just over a tenth.
Dudley's
and it's been fucking hot. Well, what do we got up there? Because it's in the shade now. Still reads 80, don't it?
Yeah, 81.
Yeah, we're still a little over 80 now.
And it actually feels nice now.
8 o'clock. Yeah, because the sun's not beating in the door.
It's comfortable now.
Lisa Culvert, me too. Subscribe for all of it. YouTube is effed up. Yep. So check your subscriptions again. Resubscribe.
I haven't put out a video in a while just because I've been.
Well, Lee just put your channel up.
Appreciate it, Lee. I've been busier in the cat burying shit.
Barn talking. Yep, that's it, Edsky.
But guys taking old Butch to the racetrack this Sunday. So I might try to record on some stuff.
There you go.
An upcoming video, so that'd be neat.
Have a good weekend, Tim.
Ain't very competitive, but it is still a lot of fun. Burnouts.
What the fuck is Carl doing now?
Oh Jesus.
Sean, I forgot the words again. Armstrong at Gigi the Super Gringo Podcast. What are you calling yourself, Gigi now?
Oh Jesus.
Oh my God.
Fuck Gigi.
Just tomorrow at 7, go look up the Super Gringo
that because that's what the
podcast.
That's what the grandkids call my wife is Gigi, so it's kind of fucked up for me to say fuck Gigi. It's probably some fucking trans testicle dude that doesn't know what.
David Brinkert says my father is having jab issues. Hospital last week, respiratory and leg issues. Yeah, I mean it's sad, folks.
And he still can't sue anybody.
Yeah, it's so great.
No one is held liable.
Take this, but you can't come back if you don't like what happens to you. Right. We're sorry.
Sorry.
And I'm sorry, but that's why I'm not a big fan of the medical industry right now. We're all gung-ho on chopping kids up and doing all that shit. And then that shit there, I mean, I get it. There was a lot of them that tried to speak out and got their licenses taken away and shit like that. But God damn it if we don't speak out against this shit. And fuck you, social media, for your bullshit.
Along with it. Well, they got paid off. YouTube got paid off. Instagram, Facebook.
You're censoring
every single fucking
and your fact checks that you admitted in fucking Congress are nothing but your opinions.
Yeah. But it's our platform. So
fuck your opinions and fuck your feelings.
Bullshit.
Because it's time to start hurting more feelings in this country from the sounds of it, so people will wake the fuck up.
Hence why I
What
swear.
is that one with all sorts of... Oh,
Money
Scott.
money.
I'll get to it, cousin Scott. Son with a whole bunch of money bags. I'm not that far down yet. I know, some of you get pissed off. You get behind in comments. Can't talk to you and read these at the same time.
Look, there's 829 of y'all in here. Let's just say half of y'all are commenting. That's 400 comments on that phone. Scrolling. Yes. We appreciate all of y'all.
Yes, Brian Cater, I get
best we
it.
can
Albany has had 10 plus inches. Yeah, east and south of us has gotten way more than we have.
What always fucking splits.
Christopher Hall, there are some good old boys here, and motherfucker, when they go here in commie state of Illinois that feel the same way about things as you fellers. Keep up the good work. Tell it as this. Well, I'd say the majority of people in New York. But like I said, because of New York City and a half a dozen fucking bigger cities in upstate.
Just, like I said earlier, look at the numbers.
Population.
Jason Aldean's song, #1. The Sound of Freedom, #1. Disney losing money.
You're
Bud
right,
Light
Scott.
losing money.
That's what it's all about.
You know, but that silent majority, that's basically you could call it voting or deciding with their dollar. They need to be more vocal about what's going on.
Exactly, Carl. Whatever happened to do no harm? Oh yeah, money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever happened to politicians? I had to at the county level raise your right hand and take a fucking oath to not only uphold the Constitution of your state, but the Constitution of the United States.
From all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I'd say right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of fucking domestic fucking enemies. They're on this globalist fucking agenda.
All right, Lisa.
Did you hear about this Fed now?
Wait a minute, I gotta read this one because you're gonna like it. Lisa Calvert. My husband and I love watching you guys. I get so wound up with Jimmy, and my husband says, calm down. LOL, I get it.
Can't.
So you got the wife more wound up than the husband.
Can't. This is how I am.
Settle down, Lisa. Settle down.
This is how I am. Ask my wife. When I get passionate and wound up about something, guy starts getting loud, I start throwing the fuck word around a lot, and it just, that's just how it happens.
That's right. And that's exactly what it is. Passionate. Because we're passionate to not see our fucking country go to hell because of the assholes that are trying to run it straight to hell and the assholes out there that are willing to fucking watch it get run to hell because they can't use this thing.
I got 5 kids and 5 grandkids. And at this point right now, they're not going to enjoy the freedoms that I grew up with if we keep on the fucking road that we're fucking going. And it needs to fucking stop. I'm a private citizen. The government shouldn't know a fucking thing about me. If you are a public servant, then I need to know everything about you, especially how you're making millions of fucking dollars when your payroll is only in the hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I'm confused about that, and inquiring minds would like to know.
Chisholm Tales. Thanks to you both for keeping it real.
I don't know.
Kim Hayes, exactly. Stupid should hurt. There's a lot of people that, unfortunately, right now, are hurt and hopefully get less stupid.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem.
And smarten up so that they don't get more stupid and hurt
Most Americans,
again.
and I'll even admit myself, have become complacent. And you're not only going to change unless there's pain. If you don't feel any pain, then you're not going to change what you've been doing. Well, I don't know how much more fucking pain y'all need, but something needs to fucking change in this country.
Dickhead, exactly. Richard Cranium.
Dickhead.
Constitutional Republic. This democracy BS is nonsense. Exactly.
For the people, by the people. Well, I don't think it's been that way for
Stan
decades.
Sova, are you getting it yet? Are you getting it yet? I don't have a shirt on. That's in the hamper to be washed, because as he probably will attest to, in this fucking weather,
Fuck.
by noon you want a new shirt.
By noon, I'm ready to go inside with the air conditioner and get me out of here. I don't know how the fuck I deployed to the desert twice. There's no fucking way I could go again now. I'd die. His bald head just pours fucking sweat all day.
Wow.
Hate it.
Andrew Slagle, we got 2 days of 7 inches of rain in an hour. It destroyed my farm. I had a lot of crop damage.
Dang.
He's in southern New York State. I know. My seed dealer for Channel told me that like the Geneva area had a storm here a week or so ago with 5 inches in 2 hours or something like that.
Shit.
I mean, and believe me, I'm not whining that, you know, I gotta have more rain right now, because I don't, because we're sitting decent. But obviously, as a farmer, you know, during pollination and grain fill, some rain would be nice now. But we've been kind of in that sweet spot that, yeah, we had a couple of heavy storms. We had 3 inches in that 1 week and whatnot, but we didn't get the piss pounding that some of you got. And then there's some of you out west that are dying for rain. And our fucking USDA and the markets are like, oh, everything's beautiful. Drop the prices. We're going to have a bumper crop.
Yeah.
Fuck you. But the only time, or when reality will hit, will be about January. And you know why? Because they want to fuck every farmer they can this fall that does not have storage, to get all their crop they can get for as low a price as they can get. And then when the rest of us have got it all sitting in storage and they realize, yeah, they ain't going to let that out for that fucking price. So, and I mean that fucking price, not calling it a fucking price. So then reality will hit and go, oh, I guess the yields weren't as great as we thought we were, because some places got fucking drowned out, and other places, like Shane Holst, my God, video you put up, fucking you ain't had shit for rain. So, government, right there, United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, yep. But believe everything they say, wink, wink.
Is that the same USDA that said that, you know, the chemically grown chicken is fine?
I didn't see that, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, no, yeah. You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear that one.
Oh, yeah. We're
Peter Davis from UK.
within the next few years, you're not going to have live chicken in the store.
Yeah, that
It's
ain't
going to be
happen.
fucking petri dish grown fucking meat.
See, there's a lot of that shit too that I think is all part of the pound it in your head scare tactic, to get people riled
Well,
up to think.
I'd rather buy my meat from local farmers anyway.
Well, exactly. We just put a half of a cow in our freezer from my buddy Colin.
We gotta get some more. I need a local farmer that does chickens. We don't have a line on
All right.
chickens.
So if there's
Like
any of you
meat
close by
Meat chickens.
here in upstate New York that does meat chickens,
Holler at your boy.
Barn Talking on YouTube, leave him a comment.
I'm looking to make a drug deal. 'Cause the wife already has a client that we get eggs from, so we get homegrown eggs all the time. She has a client that we can get beef from. I have a client that we can get beef from. But we ain't got nobody for pigs, for bacon, and we got nobody for chuck.
Hey, satanic who? I like your statement. If you don't like the live stream, just get the fuck out. GTFO. There you go. That pretty much sums it up.
I mean, that
Why is
kinda
there somebody
goes
in
with
here
anything.
bitching about the live stream? Because I haven't.
Well, that kind of
Got
goes with
there,
anything.
yep.
If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
If you don't like guns, don't buy them.
Like Gigi. Okay, once every 3 or 4 months, I obviously blow something up your skirt you don't like, so you got to leave a novel. Apparently, you're still watching. You don't fucking like. Here's what I do with YouTube channels that I don't like. I don't watch. There's some that I might.
Unsubscribe.
There's some that I might go to immediately, give a thumbs down just to be a fucking dick, and then leave. The problem is, you can't. I'd love to see how many thumbs downs I get.
I know.
I'd like to see it in the thousands. I don't give a fuck. That ain't monetarily hurting
You know
me.
what that means, though? If you had thousands of thumbs down, that means there's still thousands of
Yeah,
people watching.
but
they helped the algorithm.
They took away the thumbs down when
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 someone entered
Pudding
the White
Brain
House.
got in the White House. Because all the White House YouTube videos had 750 thumbs up and 12,500 thumbs down for most every video. So, but we took that away because we didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings again. Isn't it funny how YouTube was hurting feelings for years, apparently, showing the thumbs up and the thumbs down. But when Pudding Brain got in the White House, of course, it all falls in line with all this equity and, sing kumbaya fucking bullshit. no, we need to go back to, the way I was raised. My father putting his foot up my fucking ass. That's what has to start happening with kids again. Waking them up. Let's not beat what little bit of fucking common sense they might have out of them. Because our school systems, our educational system is doing that for us with the indoctrination, along with the government, along with the television and the media. You know what we were talking about earlier with all that. Just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. Those scars on your face, women, those were the reason why those people treated you different in that interview, even though you didn't know that they took those scars off your face because you had it pounded in your fucking head enough times. This is not just a fucking hat rack, okay? God put a thing in there called your brain when he made you. And I've scrambled mine a few times with concussions and whatnot, but I can still use the fucking thing. And I'll take anybody with motherfucking common sense over book sense any day of the fucking week. You can parade all your fucking, and good for you. I'm not downgrading you for it or belittling you. You can have your masters, your fucking PhDs and doctorates and all that you want. Sit in the fucking chair next to me and let's have a debate and see where we go.
Y'all know, when the shit hits the fan, and you gotta go hunt for your own food, and there's no electricity, there's no internet, all your PhDs, you might better wipe your ass.
Yeah, Wesley Gross, saving feelings at the sacrifice of sanity. Lowrider, what's up?
Good times create weak men.
All right, I've caught up with the
weak
comments.
Weak men create hard times.
Caught up with the comments, but I also blew by a lot of you, so I'll just apologize.
Take a wild guess. Whereabouts we are now? I'd say we're like in betwixt that, weak men and hard times. We're like, here we are here right now. Hard times, I think, are still on
Randy
the way.
Bennett says, if you're remotely close to go to the Saturday market where just a few acres sells at.
That guy's awesome. I watched that YouTube channel.
Where's he from? I've seen him before, but I can't remember where he's from.
I don't think he's not in New York.
I don't think he's in New York, so no, that wouldn't be.
The first YouTube video that got me hooked is he went through when he did his house. And when he bought the farmhouse, and he talked about how he busted his ass and basically built the whole thing himself, and then he finally quit doing the corporate job and went to farming for good. But the guy's super cool. I haven't seen, but there you go. Again, with the YouTube algorithm, I'm subscribed to that guy's channel, and obviously that dude is not even close to anywhere near as divisive or, like we are. And I haven't seen any of his videos pop up on my timeline. I don't know how long.
Dean Boss, I'll try not to have a heart attack.
Him?
Well, that's because he says I'm old. Apparently you're not old yet, so.
I fucking feel old.
I'm over the half a century mark, so try not to have a heart attack, he said.
According to my best friend's math, I'm already 50, because after 45, you round up. So I'm fucked already.
Ed Calvert says, LOL Grumpy, my mom developed critical thinking. God darn it. Critical thinking in me at an early age. Dad was the muscle to enforce. Love them both dearly for loving me enough to put a boot in my rear when needed. Exactly. You know what the definition of discipline is? Love.
Wooden spoon.
Definition of discipline is love. If you love somebody enough, then you're not afraid to discipline them and teach them.
My parents loved me a lot.
Yeah. I used to get loved by the fucking principal at school that had a paddle and was allowed to use it. I used to get loved by the bus driver who was one of my dad's friends.
Yeah.
And then I'd get home and Dad would be standing there taking his belt off the door and loving me some more. And guess what? I didn't grow up to be a rapist or a murderist or
jail.
Fucking,
We're all
out there burning and looting and all that bullshit.
We're reaping the benefits of the timeout generation. I had to explain this down to my son-in-law today. I'm like, when you get a puppy and it shits on the carpet, do you put the dog in timeout, or do you rub its fucking nose in this shit, paddle its ass, and you boot it outdoors so it learns that you don't shit in the house? Pain association works with mammals, y'all. I mean, I was old school Army. When you fucked up, you did push-ups, sweat equity. Pain association works. And that's why I just said that I think a lot of Americans, most of America, have become complacent, and we need a little bit more pain for people to wake the fuck up.
All right, Michael Brash.
Oh,
You
shit.
smart ass,
Ding, 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 ding.
smart ass old bastard. You never asked me to sit in the chair. We seem to always stand. So next year when you stop by, I'm going to tell Sally Joe, have a seat. But I'm not going to tell you to. The chairs are here. You want to sit your ass down? Sit in one next time. Jeez.
He's only got.
You might not want to sit in the recliner
Grouch lounge.
because when that probably smells pretty sweaty by now with all the years that I've sat in it, sweating my nuts
I'd
up.
be sleeping. That's what my grouch lounge is good for, sleeping.
Tim Zona said he's down south about an hour or so from you. If you're talking about that guy on YouTube, no, I don't think he's an hour from us.
Package from Summit. Don't tell the wife.
Well, thank you, Barry.
Mustang parts coming.
Barry says that Grumpy and Jimmy, best videos on YouTube and the live streams. Well, thank you, Barry.
Much appreciated.
L. Montgomery says, just found your channel. Agree with everything you say. Where do I go to get apparel for the Grumpy Farmer here from the Thumb of Michigan? Push on the Grumpy Farmer apparel link in the description of the videos.
His, mine.
Yep, his is on my page. Mine are on his page.
I think mine still show up.
We got mine are on your page, or are on my page. Yeah. We got the old hats, like the ones that I wear when I work. We got them again. Kathy said we could do that. Thank you, Kathy.
And any of the money that I get from any of the stuff that y'all decide to buy for me, which I am super appreciative, all I do is turn around and basically give it back to Mad Moose, and we create more shit for y'all to wear and let people know, hey, wake the fuck up.
When you go there, I pretty much created all I'm gonna, because we got a fucking shit ton of stuff on there. We got t-shirts of this,
By the way,
plus the old stuff.
I've only gotten one free shirt from this guy.
Sweatshirt.
Like 2 years ago.
We got one free shirt from you.
Oh, my, that's good.
We each gave each other a free shirt and might have worn them at the first fucking live stream. I wear yours as a work shirt now, just so you know. So.
I wear yours on occasion. I think I got pool bleach on yours too, so it's fucking freckled.
Oh.
Good point.
Pete Miller in Ithaca, Adam Wagner just said. I don't know, look up. Is there a YouTube channel called Pete Miller? Message me on Instagram, Adam, or text or something. Don't do it on here because I'll probably miss it.
What are we talking about? Pete Miller.
I think the chicken person.
Oh.
I think. I don't know, Adam. I'm so fucked up with this right now.
That's a fucking ride.
Pooh Guru, what's up? Tell the whiny babies to leave their feelings in the truck and get to work helping the rest of us put this country back together. Yep, and there's a hell of a lot of help wanted signs out there.
I mean, there is some young people, like my youngest son and his buddies.
All right, Carl put his up again.
Give me hope. My youngest son is 20. Obviously, all of his friends are the same age. At least the male friends that he hangs out with. The females that he has occasionally hung out with are all programmed.
James R. Williams just said, just a few acres farm is south of you. He said in Gorton, New York, but I'm thinking you mean Groton.
Groton, yeah.
Groton, New York.
Yeah, I thought he was from New York. Yeah.
All right, I don't know how far is Groton from here.
He's restored a bunch of old farm-all tractors.
What's Groton? Groton's still a
Cortland, Binghamton.
Hour and
yeah.
It'll be it's over an hour away, hour and a half. So I don't know. You'll have to look into that, see if the guy's got chickens.
Well, I know he has chickens.
Tim Zona says no, he lives in Lansing, New York. I don't know. You're all confusing me now.
The Groton sounds familiar. I don't know about Lansing.
Chris Larson says, I'm currently 42 years old and scared to see this world in 20 years knowing how people are today. Yeah? Well,
I'm with him. I'm glad I'm halfway.
I'm pushing 60 years old, and I'm scared of what it's going to look like in 20 years for my daughter. Not me, because at that point in time...
I got a 23-year-old son, 30-year-old daughter, 20-something, 27-year-old daughter, 24-year-old son, and a 20-year-old son, and I got 5 grandkids. And the oldest grandkid is 7, and it goes down from there. So
thank you, Bill Salisbury. Love eating, think of farmer. Love freedom, think of that.
Last weekend we had the 7-year-old out in the yard with his fucking Daisy fucking Red Ryder. Come on.
Old fart woodworking. Andy, you're not old. You're just well aged. Yeah. I probably should have been taken off the cooker a little while ago. I'm getting a little tough.
I need to be pulled out of the wine cellar.
I'm past medium rare. I can tell you that.
Pour it out. Especially with the heat. Jesus H. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's too fucking hot.
Well, you should have lived on a farm because there was, you know, grab a fucking tall weed, balin twine, whatever you get their hand on, they could fucking whoop you with if, you know.
Well, I remember being dragged out to the kitchen. Mother grabbed a wooden spoon and she broke that son of a bitch. She go after that plastic spatula.
Oh my God.
That son of a bitch went
Lisa
over.
Calvert, I have the Grumpy Farmer hoodie and I wear it to church. Oh, jeez. Has anybody asked you, what does that mean?
It's
Are
not
you getting it yet?
blasphemy. It's not blasphemy.
I'm just curious, has anybody ever asked, what does it mean, are you getting it yet? And have you had to explain it to anybody?
I'd hope not in a church.
Zip says Sarah has your shirt on right now.
Yeah! Woo! Which one? Is it the fuck off past the deer stand, or is it the fuck your batteries gasoline forever? Because a lot of those, I guess, went flying off the shelf not too long ago, which is pretty dope.
Oh yeah, and I was over to Mad Moose 2 days ago. Your stickers are done for Butch.
Yeah, I don't have the $600 to have them install it. Yee! I mean, they're gonna look pretty dope, but I don't have that kind of money right now. I got some cool American flags for the side and for the hood. It's going badass.
Okay, Lee, put your channel up again.
Thanks, Lee. Open
Carl
here.
says I ain't bought shit because you don't ship to Brazil. I actually think we could ship, I don't know. You'd have to ask Mad Moose.
Get a fucking P.O. box.
I know we're shipping to Canada and the UK now.
Well, it's not our fault you live in a semi-communist country, penis envy. What
And
the shit?
And I know,
And you know it.
I personally shipped some to
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, because
So did you, didn't you?
yeah, I
To
sent
Murph.
I sent a shirt to Murph.
So I don't know. Margie Miller from Oklahoma, what's up?
Drinking beers, enjoying the cool 8:30, finally sundown temperature.
Spitfire Mike, step it up into your lives twice a month. It's
No.
not like there's nothing to talk about.
No.
Well, I don't know how long you've been with us, but we used to do this every
Twice
other
a month,
week.
Yeah.
And it's too much of a mental drain. Trust me.
I don't know how, like, the Charlie Kirks and the Ben Shapiros and the,
Well,
shit, who's the other
Part
guy?
of it's because that's how
Well,
they make their
that's how they
living.
make
That's how they make their living.
But to be engulfed in all that, I mean, there's a shit. If y'all haven't noticed, we haven't really talked about a lot of positive things going on in
Yeah.
the country. So there's so much negativity. You know, I don't know about Mrs. Grumpy Farmer.
Joe Rogan's
but,
making
you know,
millions.
Mrs. Barn Talking a couple of years ago told me that I needed to pump the brakes because I was fucking miserable
Yeah.
all the fucking
Well,
time.
Barb gets that way with me too sometimes.
Even more so than I already am.
If some company wanted to come to me and say, we want you to do this every day or once a week and we'll pay you millions of dollars like they get paid, fucking
No
A
problem.
right, I would do it. But
I could put out
as you
ad-
notice, unless you get one of these or a t-shirt or something, you know, as I've been called a grifter of t-shirts, whatever.
The hell's
Oh,
a
there's Adam. Pete Miller and Hillary, his wife, have a YouTube channel called A Few Acres Farm. They deliver. Okay, I'll read it afterwards because it disappeared. And I didn't want to push on it because then
We'd lose it.
we'd lose this, so.
What the hell is a grifter of shirts?
Pushing shirts on people.
Oh.
Apparently I'm a grifter of shirts. John
Because
Springer.
no other YouTube channel pushes merch.
Yeah,
or fucking,
yeah. But if you
know,
notice, that's all I push. I'm not pushing, come play this fishing game on your phone when you're bored, or
was it,
or here's some security cameras and
What the hell is it?
sponsored today by
something greens energy. They're not energy drink, but fucking,
shit that these people don't even fucking do or use,
Yeah.
but because there's this behind it. And hey,
Yeah.
that's capitalism, so whatever.
Hey,
I'm not gonna, but you know what? I'm also not gonna talk fucking wonders about them neither. My next video comes out Monday. I'm sure some of you are gonna figure out I do a little YouTube bashing in that video. without mentioning names.
Careful
I'm sure
now.
some of you will figure it all out.
Careful now.
And I don't fucking care
Last
if
time
the
I-
people I bash about figure it out.
Last time I bashed YouTube, I got put in timeout for.
No, I didn't bash YouTube. I'm bashing YouTube. The title of the video is YouTube Farmer or Farmer on YouTube. That should tell you what the video is probably about. Well, no, I bashed him enough in the past. It's another idiot from New York now, being one of them.
There's a New York farmer on YouTube. Another one? There's
Yeah.
more than you?
Oh, there's
What?
there's plenty. Well, Andy Horrigan, but Andy Horrigan. God bless Andy Horrigan putting out videos at the pace he does. Holy fuck, with the amount of work that they do, makes me glad I don't have 80 to 100 cows anymore when they got thousands of them.
That's why you gotta get the little strap-on GoPro that goes right here and you just turn it
I
on.
gotta grab my other beer. I got one more beer left.
Did you get that Coors?
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I drank that one first.
Good shit.
3 beers is my limit tonight.
What? Fuck that. I'm drinking them all. Tomorrow's
Is that
Saturday.
too much or what? I noticed we were starting to get dark.
Oh, it's perfect now. Perfect lighting. It's like we're in a fucking studio.
Because we're getting out of here pretty quick, folks. Because holy shit, I feel like I gotta go take another shower. I'm sweating.
Yes.
Whew.
I even
That
used,
fucker reads 80 right now still at
I
8:30.
got a shower and I powdered the giblets and I don't think it really mattered much.
I don't know if they need to hear that.
I mean, it's fucking hot.
I'm sitting next to a dude who powdered his giblets.
Try it. Don't knock it till you try it. I'm just saying.
I don't want to know anything about your giblets.
Husband
Probably
and
can see
I-
the sweat under the pits here when I raise my arms.
Husband and I, 65, damn it, and let me scroll back, and 59 are raising our 3-year-old granddaughter. She will not grow up to be a snowflake, and nobody better talk to her about sex and gender. Amen to you guys.
And you're damn good grandparents then.
We've had our 5-year-old grandson on and off a little bit more than usual because the daughter's been in and out of hospital, and it's weird how after about maybe one day at our house, he's right in the line. Kids need structure, not confusion. You know, oh, well, what do you feel like today, Billy? Do you feel like a girl today? Well, that's fine.
And do you feel
But
like
we don't need to tell your parents.
do you feel like being Lily instead of
Because
Billy?
now I think there's
Let's
three
put a
or-
dress on you.
There's 3 or 4 states now. So now Washington State, California, shocker, and fuck, I can't remember the third one. Now that basically if you're a parent and your 8-year-old child says, hey, I'm not what I'm born as, and you don't affirm that, the state will take your children away.
See, here's my problem with this whole affirm thing. Why do you need somebody else to affirm what you're feeling? You want to be a fucking school bus, go be a school bus.
Yeah.
I put an Instagram story up, I don't know if you saw it, where there was like 7 or 8 people. It was just a short, like 15-second one where 7 or 8 people came through and saying, well, I'm gay, well, I'm lesbian, well, I'm a trans. This dude at the end, this funny looking dude at the end, gets his, all of a sudden lets this fart that lasted like 5 seconds this long, puts his face right in the camera and goes, I'm a race car. So do we affirm him as a race car? I mean,
What are you going into farm days?
fuck that. I'll never go to that Billy Goat climbing place again. Nope.
There's your answer there. Fuck me now.
They want to put it back where it was before. That's fine. 2 years. I got brainwashed after the first year of listening to them pound it into all of our heads that they made it better the second year. Well, it was still a fucking Billy Goat. There ain't shit there. There was no live demonstrations, no nothing. You ain't fool me once, your fault. Fool me twice, my fault.
Yeah.
Nope.
Let's see if I can butcher this name. Stan Klatka. My rights don't end where your feelings begin.
Exactly.
Amen, brother.
I don't have. You want to be a tree? Be a tree.
Yeah. Go do whatever you fucking want.
I don't have to make you feel better about being whatever you want. I don't have a problem. We all know people that are gay and lesbian. They've been around since the beginning of man. We don't care. Love who you want to love. It's pushing the fucking gay, lesbian, trans shit onto the kids before they even know what the fuck their favorite toy is, their favorite color, their favorite book.
You can't even choose a fucking
all
sippy
that
cup.
bullshit.
Look at Butterbean. You spelled intoxicated wrong. It's not indoctrinated. I'm intoxicated. I'm indoctrinated with nothing. I got my own.
So you don't need somebody to affirm. If you need to be affirmed, that means apparently you're not sure about yourself. Right?
I quit playing pretend when I was like 3.
Exactly. You can't play Cowboys and Indians anymore because that's racist towards Indians.
Well,
Native Americans.
We got to change all the names of all the schools that had Native American names.
We got to change all the military bases and shit like that. Can't have people like General Lee and all these kind of. It's just, if you need to be affirmed, then you've got issues of your own. Because you don't trust what you're thinking. Okay? So you shouldn't be affirmed. You should get mental help, is what you should get, to try and figure things out. Not just somebody else telling you over and over, yup, that's what you should do, because you're confused and you don't realize that's what you should do. That's what affirming is. Affirming is you're not sure, so you need somebody else to fucking tell you, affirm for you. That's bullshit, folks. Especially when you're doing it to the fucking kids.
Leave the fucking kids alone.
Exactly.
That's where I draw the fucking line. Again, like I said earlier, have you seen any females that want to change their gender to male and get moved to a male prison? Have you seen any females that change their gender to males and then want to dance provocatively in front of young children? No! It's all fucking male.
How many females are getting changed so they can join the NFL?
Look at all the sports. Look at all the sports. All these males. Oh no, I'm a female now, so they can compete in female.
And look at that
sports
16-year-old
and fucking whoop ass.
Look at that 16-year-old high school girl that got thrown off of her team, and I think she got thrown out of school for it because she spoke up against having to be in a fucking locker room with dudes.
With dudes.
Look at the ones coming forward now about the whole Leah Thomas thing,
I don't know the guys.
And the shit that they go through because they had to be in a locker room with a 6'4" dude who still had the swinging dick on him, but was a girl.
Yeah.
And we should not be mean to that girl. What, the fucking real girls that had to go through that? Fuck them. They don't have any rights, right?
You know what I say about those people? This whole LGBTQ plus fucking movement. And this whole thing with all these fucking men. I've yet to see any females that are transitioning to males jump on board. It's always males allegedly whatever to females. All it is an excuse of pedophilia. They're sick motherfuckers.
The one thing they can't change in a surgery. Here's something before I get into that I read that I found quite interesting that I didn't know. Apparently, if you're a woman who, let's be honest, a girl who wants to become a boy, and you get the old Peter surgery, every 10 years you got to get a new Peter. I read that in a medical thing that ain't a lifelong lasting. Your Peter don't work for the rest of your life. No, you got to get a new Peter every 10 years.
You think you can have sex?
What the fuck? I mean,
the insurance companies are in on it. The doctors are in on it.
And for
if you have any complications after the fact, no one wants to hear a goddamn word.
Exactly.
I don't know how many of these people I've seen on Instagram or YouTube that are just sobbing, saying, I'm fucked. I'm not gonna live out my entire life. I'm gonna die young. This one dude it was a dude that transitioned to a woman and had literally a basket full of medication. Full.
Then there's the one who...
And there's parents that are going along with this. But then the parents that aren't going along with it are being punished.
And the one who tried to transition and 18 hours later basically bled to death because the surgery was so botched. But you don't see that on the lamestream media. Nope. Because that doesn't fit the agenda being pushed.
Claude says at 69 he could use a new one.
What is it?
Claude says he needs a new Peter at 69.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently they can do that.
I guess there's surgeries for that shit.
It'll last you till you're 79, I guess. Right? I don't know.
I reckon there's pills and shit, but fuck it.
Popsicle stick, something. I don't know. We're beyond fucked
Well,
up.
wait a minute.
And the alphabet soup community is
and-
7% of
right
the
here,
population.
Where is it? Andrew Slagle. These nut jobs said they are coming for our kids. This is sick. Because they can't make kids, Andrew. I mean, we all know this. You know, 2 fucking gay dudes can't procreate. 2 lesbians can't procreate. 2 transgenders can't procreate. So yes, they're coming for our kids to indoctrinate them, to add to their fucking sick, evil, disgusting population. And that's what it is.
Because the one thing they can't change with a surgery, sure, they can do the mastectomy and then the fake boobs afterwards.
You ain't gonna have no dude make a baby.
They can cut your dinky off and drill a hole and make fake shit, and you know they do something with the woman's
shove frozen
lips down there basically to try and make a dick out of them. I've read some of this shit. It's fucking disgusting.
Ketchup up your ass to pretend that you're having a period. But guess what? If you were born a man and you change to a woman, you're never gonna bear a child.
Because the one thing they can't do surgically is change your DNA.
And ovaries.
They can't change it. That don't even matter. They can't change your DNA. Your DNA either says you're a fucking dude or you're not. Sorry.
You put 100
cis, all this other shit they talk about.
Put 100 trans men on an island.
Yep.
And leave them there for 100 years, and then send some scientists over there, dig them up. You're gonna find 100 dead males.
No, you gotta get the saying right. I'll do it.
Oh,
I've only had 3 beers.
Oh, okay.
You put 100 trans men on an island.
Yeah.
And if you put 100 trans women on an island and 10 men, in 100 years, when the archaeologist digs them all up, you'll find the bones of 110 men. If you put 100 women on an island and 10 men, in 100 years you will find a thriving society of men, women, and children.
Those 10 dudes would be some lucky.
And them 10 dudes would be smiling like a
whoa!
Yeah.
Look at all the opportunities. 3 years, America goes to shit. Let's take it over for 16 years and get it right in the Constitution and stand with it. We are the
world.
Adam Wagner.
Oh, Adam, send that on his Instagram too. Not just mine. That way he knows the chicken thing or whatever.
Chicken. Yeah. I seen him sell the chicken there. I'm not into driving an hour and a half because he sells the fuck out.
Yeah.
When he goes there, his shit's gone.
Yeah, but you might be able to get a hold of the guy and do it private. You know, hey, can I come down once a month or once a couple months?
What you got? What you got on my phone?
Just tell him it's an hour and some drive.
I follow you on YouTube.
That's right. I follow you on YouTube. This is where I live.
I'm a subscriber. Give me a deal.
You know, I don't want to come down to your sale and find out you're sold out.
Gary, man, that's a target-rich environment right there on that island, he says.
You betcha. For the second scenario, not the first scenario.
well, you know, it
Still
was
got
hot.
783
It was
of you
hot
hanging
today,
in
Gary,
here.
And this is the first beers I've had all day. So yeah, my guy might be, might have a slight, buzz. It is Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday.
That's right. It's Friday. It's supposed to be raining in the morning,
You
so
gotta
I
fight
have
for
no
your right
reason
to
to have
party.
to get up.
Jimmy, what does the shirt say? Defund politicians because they make too much fucking money.
They
and
go-
why?
they
We're
go
not
in-
allowed to question
They go
why.
in as paupers and they come out as millionaires.
The only president I know
Amazing, ain't it?
in the last, I don't know how many, that lost money was Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
Weird.
Trump went in as a 4-point-something billionaire, came out as a 3-point-something
Remember how I
billionaire.
have a thing with numbers? So when Nancy Pelosi was House Speaker, she made $223,000 a year, but she's worth $14 million. And
Oh,
her
well,
husband,
she's
and
worth
her
more than
husband has not yet made a bad stock trade ever.
Ever.
Weird.
Weird.
Fucking weird.
Weird
right?
how they make them ahead of time, too,
Man.
right before something happens.
Weird.
It's weird.
She was a policymaker, and that didn't
Weird.
affect the stock market at all.
Lawmakers.
Yeah.
Lawmakers.
Yeah.
That's what we all are. We're lawmakers.
Public servants.
Yeah.
They were.
Even us legislators at the county level, we're lawmakers.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard that from a fellow legislator.
Fuck you.
We don't have time for these ridiculous resolutions that are just feel good because we're lawmakers. We're busy.
Or like,
Yeah. Go look up how many laws Cuba County has made in the, I don't know, the last 8 years I've been there.
what exactly do these said laws do?
Well, it's hard to tell considering we don't really hardly ever make any. We may change one if we need to do something different, and
Got any good common sense gun laws on the docket?
Oh, God.
Because I haven't seen a single fucking one that saved one life yet.
I'm really
Argue me with that one.
I'm really tempted before I'm off to bring up a resolution to send to the state to make Cuba County a sanctuary county.
You won't do it.
It won't have any teeth anyhow. That's the problem. But
Way cooler if you did that.
we need to get all of the upstate counties that aren't the fucking blue ones together and just tell New York State, fuck you. I know people, well, they'll take away the funding. How are you going to defund the majority of your state?
Yeah.
This is the whole part about not being quiet. The silent majority thing irks me a little because I get it. We see it right now
What
with
are you scared of?
with the Budweiser thing and the Disney thing. It's the silent majority kind of speaking. But don't be afraid to be like this neither. Like I said, go back to that video that they called me a racist. Spend 30 minutes tonight after this watching that, and you'll understand to a small empathy of what Trump's going through. Because, this is just a local county level.
Ed Calvert.
But you know what? I don't care.
I know.
Throw all you want at me. Try and cancel me. Do whatever you want. I will never shut the fuck up because I know I speak for not only myself, I speak for many others who don't want to speak up. But we got to start getting more to. I want to look back and see somebody back there instead of just looking back and seeing nobody, knowing that I'm speaking for somebody, a lot of somebodies, but they ain't back there. I want to start fucking seeing some people back there.
God forbid they say something.
Because they're afraid of going through what I had to go through. Well, you know what?
Well, you're still not a public servant like he was. You're
Don't
gonna
give
put your
a
name
fuck
in the
like
fucking
I
paper.
do. Yeah, my
Who
name.
gives a shit what fucking people think? I quit thinking that a long time ago.
Try this, folks. Just try this tonight. Any of you on Instagram, message me later if it worked. I can Google myself. I can Google Andrew Dennison. And you know what comes up? A Channel 9 news thing about me being a racist.
Shit. Oh, yeah.
The Cuba County shit about me being a racist. My YouTube channel comes up.
Racist.
Try Googling yourself and see if that kind of shit comes up.
Well, you'd be surprised when you Google yourself.
Yeah, but it probably ain't gonna come up newsworthy shit like that.
Yeah. You didn't get the shit that he got.
I don't think I should be able to. I'm from Podunk, America. Small town, rural America. I don't think I should be able to Google myself and find that shit comes up, but it does.
You look out that barn door, all you can see is fucking corn stalks and the deer stand way out in the
beans.
distance. And beans way yonder. That's the deer stand I tell everyone to fuck off past.
But that was mind numbing to myself when I Googled
That's a bit of a
myself.
wake up call right there, huh?
And shit comes up about me being a racist and all this and the Channel 9 news clip that they did on their 6 o'clock or 11 o'clock news that night
is
about
clickbait bullshit. All this
and I'm
is
like,
get more clicks.
wow, okay, whatever. But have you noticed?
Oh, there we go. Pete Miller has a YouTube.
Didn't fucking shut me down. Ain't never gonna shut me down.
Brett S.
Enough of you in District 1 feel like writing me in. It ain't gonna shut me down for the next 4 years neither. I don't fucking care, and I don't fucking care what happens. Like I said earlier, I'm not gonna cave to the parties that fucking threw me under the bus and try and help them win an election for somebody else.
It's a uniparty everywhere now, from the federal government all the way down.
Y'all had wanted to come and ask me if,
all fucking
hey,
uniparty.
we want to support you again for another 4 years. Democrats probably wouldn't even have put somebody up then, because they didn't the last 2 times I ran.
Anybody even stepping up for your districts?
Because I'll be pompous enough to say I would kick the fuck out of anybody if I was on the ballot. So there you go. I'm being like Trump. I'm being a pompous ass now. But I'm also being truthful.
It's going to be huge, and it's gonna be great.
But I'm also being truthful. The first time I ran unopposed, I got 600 and some votes. Both times I ran were non-presidential years, by the way. The second time I ran unopposed, I got 990 some, or 900 and something. I think it was almost the highest, or the second highest in the county. unopposed.
According to Ed Calvert, internet reputation or not, you and I are welcome at his dinner table at any time, out in Oklahoma. So if I find myself out in Oklahoma, Ed, I'll look you up.
I'm going to try and look up an Ed Calvert and ask what's for dinner.
Right? I just kind of, figured, at his place. So,
Oh, I've had lots of invites across the country, places that I could stop. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's cool to go somewheres here in New York and have people, go to the fairgrounds for something or just go anywheres and have people, they start looking at you funny. Usually I started growing the beard again. I got rid of the goatee. I started growing the beard again, mainly because I'm just fucking lazy and didn't want to shave. But I have people look at me funny.
Grow a beard, be a man.
And then they hesitantly start approaching me and, and somebody will go, are you the grumpy farmer? Sometimes I'll fuck with them and say no, even though I got the hat on and other shit.
Mark Calmer says that DuckDuckGo doesn't show you as a racist, it shows you just as a county legislator.
Oh yeah, you didn't get the racist one from Channel 9 News and all that?
I thought DuckDuckGo had fucking flipped.
Try Google.
Flip to the fucking evil side.
See if Google will. What are you using? Google or DuckDuckGo? I use DuckDuckGo, and it actually showed up.
I really don't.
I haven't done it in a long time, so maybe it doesn't show up on DuckDuckGo for me.
The stuff that I Googled doesn't really pertain to any of our views because I know better.
No, but I didn't know which one you used. If you used Google,
I used to use DuckDuckGo, but then I heard that they went fucking to the dark side.
they all
too.
do.
Once they get to a certain level, it's all about the money. Like DuckDuckGo was like a handful of people, and they couldn't sustain what the demand was, so they caved to the mainstream.
Zip, you still in? Google me. See what comes up for you. You're probably out by now.
Were they grocery shopping? He didn't say.
I don't know. They didn't say if they were grocery shopping. I'll see you Tuesday anyhow. Oil change and inspection.
Fork me now is out. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we're out too because it's been 2 hours. It's 10 of.
Claude says I need to be the Attorney General. I'm not quite sure what that does, but
Well, the Attorney General is kind of like the top cop of the United States.
I'd take
The Attorney General here in New York, Letitia James, that's going after Trump too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, speaking of all the indictments with Trump, obviously they got to try and keep him off the ballot. That's their biggest.
Scott Small Farming said he Googled you and nothing came up.
So maybe it's just being here in New York. I don't know. But they keep going after Trump for all this shit. Whatever happened to the taxes? Remember when they finally came out? They found out some years he paid millions, some years he didn't pay shit. Because why? He used the tax system the way it was designed. The way we all should, to try and pay the least amount of money to the government that we can. So now let's go after him for January 6th, and let's go after him for this, that. I mean...
And just keep pounding it on the mainstream media how bad he is.
And you got these people that, again, the whole pound it into somebody's head enough times, they believe it. Well, why do you think Trump is a bad person?
There's an Andrew Dennison, MD, for brain surgery.
Yeah, you don't want me working on your brain.
I don't think that's
No.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, that combine sitting over there might throw you a little bit. I don't think he's a brain surgeon.
Try it. Go just put in me. See what it happens. Maybe it's just us here in New York.
Oh, Google right there. Andrew Dennison.
Curious how it comes up for you.
Fucking bug in my eyeball. Search.
So you're on temporary hold for the...
Well, of course, I have one tick of 5G, so this might take, a fucking month of Sundays. Because you see how quick it's fucking loading. My phone is just, super responsive.
Would it go faster if you got out of YouTube?
I don't know if I could get back there.
Well, just get out of it, because we're about done anyhow, and we'll watch any comments that we have to here.
Let me get more specific. Cato, New York. There we go. That way... We're not getting the Andrew Dennison fucking brain surgeon.
All right, so we now don't have your comments on Jimmy's anymore. Found one from 9 News. Zip. Yep.
There it is.
Yep. So maybe it's just us here in New York to get these. Joel, you're like 6th on the Shit, Joel,
Look how
I
much-
lost it.
That's how much I've loaded so far.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, let me see if I can go back. Oh,
There
holy
you
fuck.
go. Fuck.
We're
Oh,
losing
God.
shit.
Oh wait. Andrew Dennison.
Joel, you're like 6 on the list of Andrew Dennisons.
Right there. Oh, right there's got your address. Got your fucking phone number. Syracuse.com and Dennison of Cato resigned from one. I saw. I bet you.
Okay,
that was
so
when he
that's the
resigned.
one from Channel 9 News,
yeah,
probably.
Facebook. Yep. YouTube,
Facebook.
Grumpy Farmer. Oh, the Citizen.
Who is?
Candidate named Andrew Dennison, Education Cato Meridian.
Yep. So we're getting it here, local. So maybe that's why, because we
Oh.
live in New York.
Cato County Legislature rebuked loses committee over anti-black.
Yep.
Blah blah
We're
blah.
anti-Black Lives Matter stuff.
Syracuse.com.
Syracuse.com.
New York agriculture production. Oh, look at you in a fancy
Yep.
jacket.
So we get it here apparently, but not you guys
Is that your
elsewhere.
dad?
Yeah, that's my dad. That was actually his funeral picture that we put up.
Andrew Dennison, age 55, Finger Lakes.
Well, they're a little behind. I'm older than that.
Legislature denounces remarks made by elected about public health.
Oh yeah,
But,
about public health. That's when I was,
2020.
same things we talk about here. So apparently, if you live in New York, you can get all the bad shit about me when you Google my name.
Combine stuck on.
That's
stuck in
YouTube.
the mud, yeah.
All right, stay cool and have a good night, everybody. Mike Blake. All right, we're out of here, people. So those of you in New York can get all the bad shit about me, apparently. But if you live in a different country
There's
or state, you can't.
There's the MD.
Yeah, he just found the MD guy.
Definitely not him.
Not me. You don't want me working on your brain. So, all right, we're out. Wait.
Oh.
Hang on. Hang on. We got to
to
look at what August is. I'm going to lean against the beer can at the moment because the other thing fell down. Today's the 28th.
Holy shit.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 25th.
August 25th.
It looks like August 25th is 4 weeks from now.
Hey Siri, set a reminder for August 25th for a live stream.
He's reminding himself. August 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, I added it.
Him and Siri and I will be doing this again. All right. I know you're all saying goodbye and all that
Appreciate
shit,
yous.
but we're out of here. It's fucking hot.
Yeah.
We'll see you August 25th when it's probably still fucking hot.
Yes.